Hey, how you guys doing, man? It's Joe D, and welcome to Share a Beer 563. Today is Saturday, July 25th, the
Hey
day
guys doing, man?
birthday, and 2020. I've been watching this guy on YouTube, and he does a lot of historic videos on like Bonnie and Clyde, Wyatt Earp, all these sorts of things, and he goes to those towns and kind of tells you, and he always says the dates by like 2020 or 1985, or you know what I'm saying? He says it like that. And I feel like maybe I should be saying it like that. Am I missing out on something?
2020.
Yeah, super old school kind of way, right?
Yeah, that's kind of the pinky out way of saying it.
That,
Warranty.
that is kind of a pinky. Yeah, thank you, Mark. Yeah, I almost went down the wrong path. So how you guys doing, man? Mark, Bum. In case for those that don't know, we got Bum with the Steelers outfit there, and we've got Mark wearing the same old pencil neck and black shirt as always.
Yeah, it's actually the right color. That's okay. I don't know what it was about that shirt, that one shirt, but it was.
It doesn't have the bacon neck, does it, Mark? Doesn't have the bacon neck collar.
Oh no, but I could change for a bacon neck collar, so the human would appreciate it more. Maybe I could put an extra shirt on. I could wear two shirts.
Yeah, you really make them happy then.
I'm just gonna point out the obvious. I am wearing my shirt that explains everything. Vintage 1970. I am of the 1970 vintage. So there. Salute to all of us that were born in 1970. Right there. Boom. I have hit my personal half century mark. So there it is. Let the darts fly.
You're old Joe. God.
This is a big enough dartboard. If you can't hit this dartboard with your dart, then you're just, just forget about it, right? Just go back where you came from and, shut up. I've got an old friend on here. Before I get to everybody else's beer, I've got an old friend. Hello, friend. How you doing? Syntax, baby! First time this month. Boom! You've never seen that before this week. Thank you very much.
I'll be anticipating that check-in notification, Joe, on Untapped.
For the 88th time.
Yes.
Joe's checked into this beer more than you've checked into any other beer in your entire life.
Hey, I've got a fellow vintage 1970 person in here as well.
Oh, okay.
We've got Neri. We woke him up out of his sleep. Here it is.
Sent you a birthday present.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Neri. Yeah, I don't know who sent me this shirt. So if someone wants to claim sending this shirt to me, just let me know.
No, Neri just sent a super chat.
Oh, he did. Yes, he did. I noticed that.
Oh,
Thank
cool.
you very much.
Oh.
Thank you very much, Neri. Absolutely appreciate it, my friend. Oh, we've got others putting their vintage in here as well. This is awesome. We've got Andrew. Andrew says he's vintage 1969. And we've got a vintage 1989 from Xander and Thomas. This is cool. Maybe this will be a thing. Right? We'll have people claiming their vintage. Let me get this one poured. This is a fan. For those of you that have not had Mother Earth Syntax, which is a peanut butter stout, an imperial peanut butter stout, by the way, you have not lived. This is one of the finest malt beverages there is on the planet.
Excellent beer. Yeah.
Right here on the flat, roundish earth. Not exactly flat. I would call it more of a oval or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, definitely a. Let me put the link in here. I don't want Andrew to assault me or anything.
I believe, Joe, that my place just added that on tap once again last week, the syntax.
Oh, Andrew says he's 8 months older than me. There he is. What say you, Andrew, Mr. Old Man? You're older than me, 8 months.
That's right.
Have you had syntax, my friend?
Oh, what's that, Joe? I just had to pause my YouTube feed.
Have you had syntax? Syntax?
No, I don't think it's. I don't think I can get that up here. I'll have to check Total Wine when I get back out that direction next.
Yeah, check Total Wine, man. I can get Surly out here. I can get a few of your beers out here.
Yeah, I think Surly has a little bit larger distributorship because I think they may go through J.J. Taylor.
Yeah,
distributing. So J.J. Taylor is nationwide.
I like how they put it on here too. This is definitely, we haven't mentioned his name in a long time. Greg, this is a Greg approved beer. You can see the Genesis date is what they write on there. The Genesis date. So this one was born 4/1/20. So
Greg approved.
that is Greg approved right there, my friend. No charge. What are you having, Mark?
I'm having a high-priced Mexican ginger beer. It was $3.99 a six-pack. So, and it was interesting because I'd never really had a ginger beer before.
Yeah,
I forgot
a lot of them.
I forgot which brand I had, but it was a ginger beer. It was very, very tasty.
Yeah, and this is actually, I was surprised by it. It actually it tastes like it has ginger in it, which is good.
Hey, Mark, give me another description on that because I'm showing a red label on that.
It is.
This shows an MPA. Is there something else?
Yeah.
Oh, ginger. It just said, okay.
Yeah. Ginger, yeah.
I will pull that up.
Colabre.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, and it's one of those things that was cheap, $4 a six-pack. I was like, I wonder what this is. Oh, there's a interesting floaty in there, just fell down. But other than that, it does have a ginger flavor, and it tastes like real ginger. So it's not an artificial flavor. So that's good. I don't know what it is, 5%? 5%, 5.5% ABV?
5.5, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to share the screen right now.
And I don't know what I haven't checked it in yet, but I got to imagine it's like, probably 3 stars.
So we've got 119 total, one in the last 30 days.
Yeah.
So Mark could be pretty doggone unique right now. What is this? Colabre?
I think it's pronounced Colibre.
What he said. There you go. Ginger celebrates both Mexican culture and Mexican ingredients. Savor the flavor of ginger brought up the Mexican region of what is that? See, there's another word that I ain't gonna even try to say. 5.5%, 16 IBUs, 3.23 bottle cap rating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd give it like a 3 1/4. I mean, it's basic. It's got some flavor. It's nothing fantastic, but it's not a drain pour.
Oh, what's going on here? Did he put Maker's Mark with it?
Mixing it with Maker's Mark.
Did he really do that? Wow,
that'd be interesting. Oh, ginger. I mean, yeah, that would be. I could see ginger with whiskey. That would.
The best way to drink ginger beer, Kentucky Mule. Yeah, okay, there you go.
Yeah.
So he made a Kentucky Mule out of it. That's interesting right there, man.
Isn't another name for it a Boilermaker?
No, I think
not in Kentucky.
Boilermaker is more just a shot in a beer. So I think it must have. I think it refers to the ginger, but
Okay.
let's see. I'm going to check into this.
Yeah.
Florida. It'll be 120. Only 119 check-ins. That's interesting.
Okay, so a proper Kentucky mule, and that's probably why he referred to it. Okay, a proper one is 1.5 ounces of vodka, 1/16 of an ounce of lime juice, and 4 ounces of ginger beer.
Huh. Okay.
That's the definition by whatever and how this is right here.
Okay. Okay. So ginger beer does go in there, but yeah, I haven't had. I don't know. If this might be the first ginger beer I've had.
Oh, really? Period? That's it?
I think.
I feel like you've done that before, man.
Yeah.
Because ginger's been in beer now for God.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm sure I've had ginger in beer, but I'm wondering maybe if this is the first pure ginger beer. I guess.
Beer.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Coach is in the house.
It could have been.
Hey, what say you, Coach? What do you have in there, brother?
Please excuse
Looks like he's at the local watering hole.
Hey, how you doing, brother? What's going on, man?
Hey, sorry, gentlemen.
All right, now we're
Like
in
the camera.
the
Hang on.
Whoa! Where'd he get? Whoa! Okay, yeah. We went below the waist, man. That was a scary situation.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Yeah, that. Whoa! I didn't know what was. It was. Hold on, gentlemen. I got something for you, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Based on what we heard before, I didn't know where things were going.
You know, we just never know with Coach, man. We never know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So how you guys doing?
How are you doing? That's the question.
Yeah, we're hanging, man. You look
I'm
a little
having
rough
peanut
there,
butter
brother.
whiskey. Peanut butter whiskey.
Peanut butter. Tell me about that. Tell me about what's in a peanut butter whiskey. You're blowing
It's,
my mind.
2 ingredients, Joe.
I'll give you 2 guesses, right? Yeah.
It's exactly how you think it is. It's just whiskey with peanut butter, but the bartender here watered it down.
Oh my God. Okay, look, I'm going to show you right now, Coach. Look at my search. I typed in the PEAN and peanut butter whiskey came up. Do you think Google's not listening to this show?
Oh,
That's insane.
this show's going straight through Mountain View, California.
Who? That's. Do you see my screen here? I typed in 4 letters and it gives me peanut butter whiskey.
Nice.
That is truly scary.
Yes, it is.
That is crazy. Okay, so here we go. Peanut butter whiskey. Wow. I'm blown away a little bit. What brand might you be having, or what is a peanut butter whiskey?
Oh God, it's like whiskey dog or something. I don't know. I have to look at it.
Okay, we have Screwball peanut butter whiskey. We have Rams. I had no idea this was a thing.
All right, hang on. I'll go to the fucking bar. Hang on.
Here's Rams. Oh yeah, he's at the F-bomb port of the evening already.
We're making them do some work here, Joe.
Yeah, we got some catching up to do here.
Is it me or you or does everybody
sheepdog.
think Coach is lit?
Sheepdog. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. So we've got sheepdog.
Yeah, there you go.
Huh.
Yeah, this is interesting. So we've got, here's the sheepdog product right here. The blending peanut butter with whiskey? Question mark? We thought the idea sounded a little nutty too, but it's high time a whiskey was bred to take the party to the next level.
Huh.
Grab a bottle of sheepdog peanut butter whiskey, break away from the pack, and woof down some good times. Oh yeah.
That's it. I could see that. I could see that working though, because whiskey, not good whiskey will have maybe some of that vanilla or oak flavor, maybe a caramel.
Yeah.
And you add in peanut butter. Oh.
Are you in any condition to give us any sort of description on that beverage.
I apologize. What?
Can you give us a description on that beverage there, Coach?
It's
That's
actually here's the thing. She watered it down. It's very sweet. There's no whiskey that I can taste. It's a double, and this is my third. And, I bought the beer. I bought the bar around, and it's not bad. I mean, it's just I don't know, peanut butter. You like peanut butter? Try it.
Yeah,
I
I've
do.
never had that. That would be a good combination, though. I think that would
Yeah,
be the
it's not expensive either. It's not we're
Mhm.
not talking Pendleton or something else. It's just a good
Hey,
sweet
Bum.
whiskey. So
Hey, Bum, watch where I go with this one. Now, it is named Sheepdog.
yeah.
Isn't it kind of curious that people put peanut butter in strange places for their dogs to do things?
Oh
And
yeah.
they named this
Oh,
one
yeah.
Sheepdog.
Oh shit, that's not my glass. Hang on. God damn it.
Now, there's one review here that I can read on it. It says, it hit like whiskey without the burn, sweet and buttery for a smooth drink. Not too much peanut butter, but still yummy. Yeah, that's literally what it says. Not too much peanut butter. He probably meant not too much peanut butter,
Yeah.
but
Now, that looks like a fun, nice little tables outside under the trees.
yeah, it does. Look at that.
I could do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, my face is so fat. I don't like it.
Have you looked at us lately, Coach? Most everybody except Mark.
Yeah. In present
Bum.
company, you're doing all right, my friend.
You're very sexy. Mark, you're very athletic. Joe, we're almost the same, but Joe's very handsome.
Yeah. Oh, please.
Andrew, you're like fucking
That was
7'10".
impeccably handsome.
Wax on, wax off.
See, the good thing in this situation, Coach, you're on the bottom row with Andrew, so you're beautiful in that aisle. So
Thank
you know
you.
what I'm saying?
Thank you. I'm gonna mute myself and just listen.
There we go.
Coach, we've got a lot of catching up to do to get to Coach, man. We really do. So salute to everybody here. I hope your glass is full because we've got some catching up to do here, man.
It's not. Cheers,
But-
anyway.
Well,
Yeah, cheers anyway. Exactly. Thanks, man. Look at this. We've got some advice from Vega. A Boilermaker is a shot dropped in a mug of beer, then chugged.
Yeah, that's what I thought that's what it was, but I wasn't sure enough to say it out loud. So
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah. I've met
Clarification.
Vega's mom. Big deal.
Now Vegas says no cuss out this week. I didn't want to steal Brown Bag's thunder. Is there?
Yeah, that's coming.
Is that going to be part of the malt?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay, I was wondering. Andrew, real quick, my friend, can you tell us what you're drinking?
I haven't grabbed anything out of the fridge yet. I just got done doing some teleconferencing for union steward stuff today, so
Okay.
I got to run to the fridge.
All right.
Well, I shall return.
Okay. Well, we'll be doing the malt liquor report by that time, but
Yep, I'll be back.
we can get you after the malt liquor report. But I am going to pour another of my old friends here, Syntax. We got to revisit. By the way, for those of you that have not heard of Syntax, this is a fantastic beer. If you didn't hear me say that already, what is
Joe, I'm sorry. What flavor profile is that?
an Imperial peanut butter stout, my friend?
I'm sorry. I didn't. The freaking car. This guy, the truck driver.
That
sorry,
guy?
What flavor was that?
An Imperial peanut butter stout. Yeah, I got a feel he just wanted to hear that again. So what does Billy D say about all these peanut butter beers and you know
Billy D does occasionally use peanut butter in certain activities. None of which involve sheepdogs, though. Just female human beings.
yeah
And the occasional male.
and it,
So,
it's just they're people beings actually, right? Because he or she does not discriminate against other he or she's. It's
right.
No.
Right. And we got something else going on this week. You know how we, like you said, Joe, we may eventually get to the sports talk. You know how certain leagues are playing in the bubble? They say they're in the bubble. This week, Billy D is in the bubble.
Oh, nice!
He's got his protective suit on.
Billy D actually arrived in a bubble.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
So Billy D's going to be in the bubble this week.
He is in the bubble. We'll give him the old.
So also, and this is game day decision here, I'm going to do it. Partially because I know Vega's watching, and partially because I'm on vacation. There we go.
Oh, the double malt.
Bum, don't do it. God damn it. Don't do it, bum. Please.
I knew that would make you unmute, Coach.
Hold on. There's a penis, but smaller down there. Hold on.
What the?
Here we go. Here we go.
I mean, hey, Joe, don't do that. I mean, it's not that little. Anyway, sorry, bum. I'm going to mute myself.
Oh, look at that. They put that top
Oh,
on
come on, bum, you can do it.
to protect the
If
freshness.
I don't get it open, I don't have to drink it.
Wow.
I had it in the freezer for like an hour.
Get the vice grips.
God damn it.
I'm tugging on this cap.
Get to Andrew's beer. I'll be back.
You're running under hot water.
I think this a first.
I think it is, yeah.
I think pausing the malt liquor report. This is a first, man. I don't know that
We are living in unprecedented times, Joe. I mean,
we are living in unprecedented times, and I think this is the first time we've ever had to pause the malt liquor report.
Okay, are we good now? Hot water.
We'll see.
We might be good.
We got solution number 1 coming up here.
Okay, here we go.
So much for that.
Oh,
Solution number 2.
oh, okay. He's got the.
There we go.
Beverage. Yeah, there you go.
There
All right.
There you go.
The kitchen shears work again.
Now, is that in the blueprint? Is that blueprint approved?
Sure, I'm keeping it in frame.
And
But the label
never means it's necessary to open the malt.
Yeah. Well, that's true. Yeah. So
I'm going to see if putting it here will keep it in frame when yeah, that works.
yeah.
That'll work. Okay. August 24th expiration date. So
All right. So,
here goes.
prime time.
So
Yeah.
you got about another month.
I shouldn't have opened this and drank it tonight.
Delicious.
Label out.
Label
Yeah.
out.
I-
All right.
Definitely think that the Schlitz products are better.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Please. Yeah.
Give me a Schlitz Bull Weiss anytime.
Yeah. Well, at least he's taken one. We got to keep. Yeah. There we go. We go wide, then we can keep him in frame. Keep him out of trouble.
Yeah. Don't want to lose sight of the label.
Yeah. We don't want the side of the label at all.
Okay, so we'll get to the news here. Just a couple of hours ago, the chairman so far is keeping his word of uploading a Saucy Saturday review since Reggie won't do it. He's done 2 sauces in a row.
Fat Reggie.
And here's the link, Joe. This week, this Saturday, he reviewed Stubbs barbecue sauce.
Okay. Stubbs is pretty widely.
Yeah.
Which version of Stubbs? Is it the original?
I'm not sure. He shows it right at the very beginning of the video.
Stubbs has they have a crap load of flavors, and I believe, there's the original. Okay. Here's the original.
Nice thumbnail there, Chairman.
Drop the beats.
Go to 5 minutes 25 seconds, Joe.
5:25. Here we go.
And he'll let you know how you know when you have a good barbecue sauce. And he does rank at 9 Reggie heads out of 10.
Okay, the Reggie heads. Okay. Now what is he testing this with? Is this
McNuggets, chicken McNuggets, otherwise known as Reggie heads.
Okay. And are these from McDonald's or are these microwaved?
I believe they're from McDonald's, but he hasn't said. I'm just assuming. So 5:25. Yeah.
That's a lot of thinking.
You know, when it has an old black asshole and a cowboy hat on the label, it's gonna be good fucking barbecue sauce.
Oh my
and it
God.
fucking is. Motherfucker, you fat Reggie. You're in the fucking bargain review barbecue sauce. Saucy Sunday. But I got it on Saucy Saturday. You Canadian fat asshole.
All right, where's BLM?
That was so offensive. That's hilarious. Oh my God.
Now, here's what I want to know. The chairman, in addition to proclaiming himself to be the sauce boss, also, if you recall last week, I said he's proclaimed himself to be the new king of cancel culture. Does that mean, since he's the king of cancel culture, he's going to call for the removal of Mr. Stubbs from that label, like Aunt Jemima and Uncle Ben?
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Or Trader Jose.
Trader Jose. He didn't comment on that part.
Now, can we dive, Andrew? What do you think? I've got to go into this bum. I noticed it. I can't help it. It's how I am. It's how I work. Andrew, would you eat McNuggets by pouring sauce on each individual nugget like that? How pinky out is that?
It's not my thing.
Is that something a man should do? Is that Mark? What do you think, man? Do you pour?
If you're younger than the age of 15,
right? Yeah, that's something.
If it's part of a kid's meal, yeah, then you can do it. But
yeah,
after that,
so you get the little packets, or
out on a plate, you pour the sauce on them, and then you eat.
Yeah. Now, do you go sauce on the nuggets or like a nice container that you can just dunk the whole nugget?
No, it's about half and half. A lot of times I'll just put sauce. If I like the sauce, I'm just putting it all over the whole nugget. Yeah, or whatever I'm eating.
Andrew, let me tell you, man, I like to, I'm pretty religious, and I like to baptize my nuggets. You know what I'm saying? I like to baptize. You know what I'm saying? They all need religion in their life. You know what I'm saying?
They all need religion.
They're just saved you by the blood and right? Because they're gonna die.
That's true. They gotta be saved before they die.
And a painful death at that.
You must be saved. Oh yes. By the barbecue sauce.
Southern Baptist there, Joe. Good.
Joe, I'm gonna have to ask you to calm down. Can you calm down, Joe? Can you calm down, Joe?
Right? I mean, what say you, Andrew? I mean, is this not whoa, what happened to Mark? Is this not how it goes? I mean, I don't know. What do you think, Bum? Is this?
That sounds exactly like every show of that type I've ever watched. But there were no actual pieces of chicken involved. Other than that, it's identical.
I think the chicken, and now there's a disclaimer on mine because it's like chicken was harmed in the making of this video. Chicken was harmed,
Well,
This
we're
tastes a
assuming
lot like
actual chicken.
that lady in there is gonna get pregnant.
Whoa!
And yeah, oh yeah, I'm gonna name it Jody. Actually, here's the name of my next kid. Hold on, I'll clear it with her, but it's Jody, Mark,
Oh shit!
Sinnerson, Bum, Big Dog Andrew. I think that's about it.
That's a lot of middle names right there, man.
It's all right. It's all right, man.
Teen
It's a
Wolf and
proud name.
Teen Wolf. Also,
Yeah, you
Teen.
can't forget Teen
Oh, yeah.
Wolf.
Yeah,
Teen Wolf. Yeah, of course. No, this is his first name, Teen Wolf.
yeah. You got to have Teen Wolf in there because
So they're playing. We're in Idaho, and they're playing Tennessee whiskey. I mean, if you guys want me to punch someone in the face, I will. Just saying.
Nah,
no,
don't do that.
yeah, don't punch anybody in the face. Yeah,
Coach, what are you up on? Number 5 or number 6 there now?
Oh, this is the second one, Andrew. Big Dog. Second one.
Second one.
that's funny. So what else do we have in this video, man? I can't. I'm sorry, Bum. I had to go
No, that's
into
fine.
that.
No, there's nothing else in that video, but we do have more from the chairman, Joe, and I pasted another link.
Oh, okay.
And Joe, it's one of those chairman moments that you love.
Oh yeah.
I never let any of these pass by.
No.
I know how much you love it.
Who
No,
gets
because
cussed out?
there was a moment here as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? He actually takes each nugget and pours some sauce on there. Oh, get cute. That is so cute.
And he's really risking that Adidas tracksuit that he's wearing there.
Yeah, I mean, how many points off the man card for that bad boy?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Give me a break with that. Is that what the malt does to you? Oh, here we go. Oh,
Go to 2 minutes 50 seconds, Joe.
okay, we've got anybody had these things, these banquet mega bowl buffalo style chicken mac and cheese?
Have not
Yes,
had
I
one
had
of those.
Yeah,
Oh, you've had
commissioner's
Coach?
mom. Yeah, no, I've had it. The commissioner's mom woke up next to me, and I've had it with her. It was awesome. A little loose, but
Is it like a cleanse? Does it like cleanse everything through? Is that?
no, it itches. It really itches.
Oh my God! So where am I going, Bum?
2 minutes 50 seconds. This is great.
This ought to be good.
Joe, I have a feeling you're going to be replaying this at least once.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, Bum, can I tell you something real quick?
Yeah.
I'm intoxicated.
Hey, what was that, Coach? I didn't quite hear that. What was that again?
I said that I love all you guys. You guys are aces.
No, what you said before that, Coach.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's
Something about being intoxicated.
That's the one off. Okay, here we go.
I'm gonna mute my mic, Andrew.
Yeah. So here we go. We've got. It looks like the whole bowl in hand there. He's got a firm grip. He's got the old wooden spoon going there. The spoon with the wooden handle.
He always uses that. I think he only owns one spoon.
Yeah, he does. I am familiar with that spoon by now.
Yeah.
He's a spooner, isn't he? He likes to spoon.
All right. Let's see what he does here.
Another home run by Banquet Mega Bowls.
Oh.
Sweet beef
Oh.
honey barbecue sauce.
Ugh. Sounds like he's ready to hack up a lung.
Mega Bowls.
Now,
There's a little acid reflux going on there, I think.
did you notice the movements here? Okay, he's moving like an old man that's like 70. I mean, look at the movements here, Mark. What do we say about this?
Man, oh man.
Look at this. He's like, look at it.
Another home run by Banquet.
Look at this. See how he's moving? Look at that.
Yeah. My grandma was 104 and she moved faster than that. I don't know.
And isn't that the type of thing that someone, that's north of 70 does right there? They kind of.
Yes. I love the McRib. I love the McRib.
And they kind of like, see, watch. Oh, whoa.
Sweet baby rays.
Oh.
Honey barbecue sauce. Banquet mega bowls, buffalo style chicken, and mac and cheese.
And that's it.
It's a spork. Now, yeah, we got to rewind that again because
Honey barbecue sauce. Banquet mega bowls, buffalo style chicken, and mac and cheese.
And mac and cheese. Yeah, there was the
Sweet baby rays.
This baby rays.
Honey barbecue sauce.
Yeah. I don't know. There's something about that malt. That's what the malt does to you, kids. Do you see what the malt does? Yeah. It just listen to it.
The malt.
We're gonna play just the audio, so you can just concentrate on the audio without seeing the video. Watch. We're gonna concentrate on this. Watch. Here we go.
Banquet mega bowls.
Here it comes.
Sweet.
Oh, sweet
baby rays.
Sweet. Oh, take me, Elizabeth. Where am I going?
Where am I going, Elizabeth? It's a big one now.
Don't like Chinese food.
Sweet baby Ray. The sweet baby Ray. No, Elizabeth. Oh my God! What's going on? Sweet God! Oh, I'm coming to get you there, Elizabeth. Oh,
I never thought of that. He kind of does go into the Fred Sanford thing.
No, he does a little bit, yeah.
I got an idea. Name that video the commissioner's impersonation of Fred Sanford.
Whoa, we got some guns in Idaho, man. What's going on over there?
Yes, those are very big guns, Joe. It's an arm, but smaller.
I think the peanut butter just gives you guns.
Oh, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. For those that you don't know, I've hung out with Joe D. I'm very proud of Joe. He is established. He has a very nice home. Let's not make it more than it is. But Joe,
yeah, please don't make.
I'm a fan.
Yep, okay,
right, I'm a fan. You son of a bitch. You just do it right, Joe. You just do it right.
Hey, baby, we were supposed to keep that between us.
Joe.
Yeah, baby.
God damn it, Joe. Nobody knows you.
He's so
Henderson
cute.
does, Bum knows
Hey,
you,
baby.
Oh, Mark disappeared again.
The last time I was there, you let me stay at your house, and I appreciate it because you have a very nice home. You work very hard. You are a stud. You're amazing, and I love you. Not to be gay, because I'm not gay. Not gay. Joe, you know what I'm saying, man. You're a good freaking dude.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm fucking muting myself. No more. No more.
I would do that if I was you too. Yeah, because you got a whole crowd of folks that you're giving a ton of ammunition to. They are gonna.
Joe, listen. You have the best of everything. You have the life. You created it for yourself. I sincerely appreciate you for being a good guy, for just being a badass, because you just made your you made your nest and you're just killing it. You're just killing it, dude.
Well, thank
So,
you. Thank you.
I'm gonna put it back on mute. Sanderson, you're a badass too. Bum. I love you.
I'm
Despite
sorry,
losing
Coach.
your
I'm
hat.
sorry.
That's disgusting. Get it together. Get it together. Okay, Andrew, stay big.
That's awesome. So, do I have another link in here? Is that what's happening?
Yeah. That's actually part of the reason why I'm drinking the double malt tonight. This past week, I actually got double the hate from Loot Bag Larry of all people.
Oh,
And in one of the videos, he's actually drinking a double malt.
Oh,
So,
okay. All right.
Loot Bag Larry has cussed out the show occasionally. Loot Bag Larry's usually pretty nice, but not lately though. So,
Yeah.
and there is music involved in this, Joe. So I'll tell you where to go. He's playing some metal. You could probably get away with it, but go to 1 minute 30 seconds.
Oh.
Metallica, it's going to be blocked instantly. Yeah.
oh yeah, Metallica.
It's not
They're the
Metallica.
worst.
They're
Even heavier. I'm not sure who it is.
yeah, they're very pro active.
Yeah, but it's like some speed metal.
Here we go. Oh yeah, this kind of stuff nobody listens to. It'll be 10 years from now when they.
Yeah. I'll finally catch up to it about 2030.
Oh, you know what? I think
What's happening there? Whoa! What was that?
you know what?
Okay, watch what happens with that right hand right there that's holding the malt.
I think I got the wrong video.
Huh?
I think I got the wrong video. Let me go back.
Okay, this one's
I
great.
see a Pabst label on the bottle.
This one is great. Okay, look, okay, we've got to go back because he's holding the Pabst here, just like Andrew said, holding it with right hand. The left hand's gonna come in more into frame and support the Pabst. Watch where the right hand goes.
Prom sounds like my prom date. I got the wrong video.
Okay, there it goes. Boom! It disappeared. Where did that hand go? It comes back out.
Is it a possibility you went digging for gold?
Right in the middle, and then he lights it. I don't know where it went. The video's kind of dark. I can't quite see everything. I'm just saying.
It almost looked like you had the reach around, like he was doing a little hemorrhoid scratching.
I mean, what does that look like to you? That's just a paused frame, and then boom.
Well, Joe, I'm glad you found something to be entertained by in that video. I have no clue how or why I saved that link. I didn't even watch that video this week. It's Larry. What the hell?
Hey, well, Bum, you have a knack for picking out where to go because I just went where you told me.
Yeah. Okay, well, I have the correct link posted now, I believe.
Bullshit.
So once again, click on that link and go to 1 minute 30 seconds.
Okay. Okay, here we go. So, is this the right one now?
Yes.
All right.
130. 1992.
Yeah, what was happening here?
I'm from. I seen you this weekend talking shit. I tuned in for a couple minutes. That's about all I can handle until Joe D started cackling like a fucking rooster. Trying to dissect a 40-ounce beer video. Just stop. And those Matchbox cars tacked up all over your wall. That's not worth a shit. Unless you got the big figure in there. And possibly the General Lee. Fuck you, you Teddy Ruxpin looking motherfucker.
Oh, Teddy
Oh,
He's not done yet.
We got to go back
Unless
to the
you
hate,
got
though.
the grave digger in there. Trying to dissect a 40-ounce like fucking. I tuned in for a couple minutes. That's about all I can handle until Joe D started cackling like a fucking rooster. Trying to dissect a 40-ounce beer video. Just stop. and those matchbox cars tacked up all over your wall. That's not worth a shit.
Yeah.
Unless you got the gravedigger in there.
Yes.
And possibly the General Lee. Fuck you, Teddy Ruxpin looking motherfucker.
Yeah, Teddy Ruxpin. Oh yeah, it'll be 10 years before they ever get
I'm not gonna leave it play.
I take that back, Mom. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh.
I take that back, Mom. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, I take that back. Coach fucked my mom. Coach hooked up with my mom.
I missed that.
You Monchichi looking motherfucker.
Monchichi!
Monchichi.
Live TV.
And that's it for that video from Mr. Larry.
Teddy Ruxpin.
I hate him, bum, and I want to kill him.
Nah, Lootbag Larry's great. So the next video is where he's actually drinking a 45 double malt. In this video, go to 310.
Yeah, but his car wasn't.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Let me paste here. Now click on that and go to 310.
Okay. Going to 310. Let's see.
And hopefully this won't be a random Lootbag Larry video.
Yeah, hopefully, right? Yeah. Let's see. Let's go back. Here we go. Whoa! Look at that guy.
Bum fromp, don't think I for. Butt fromp.
Oh!
Bum fromp, don't think I for.
You're Lucy, Dad.
No charge.
On YouTube. Say hi.
So, hi.
Butt fromp, don't think I
I guess I'm on somebody's Facebook here.
You awful. Teddy Ruxpin looking.
Yeah, Teddy Ruxpin.
Tell your chairman, Jody, to take a few weeks off. You know, tell him to give us a break. I feel bad for that. The microphone on that oversized headset and the ass end of that computer chair that he sits in. Good Jesus.
Pretty
One
good
side has to listen to him cackle like a fucking rooster for 5 hours. And the ass end of that chair has got to taste what he ordered for lunch from the Kentucky Fried Chicken.
It's pretty good. That's a pretty good rant right there. We got to play that over.
I'll tell him to take that. I'm from, think I forgot. But from,
No
don't
charge.
think I didn't forget about you.
It's like he's got the burps like the chair, like the commissioner does.
Tell your chairman, Jody, to take a few weeks off. You know, tell him to give us a break. I feel
We've done that before. It has been a while. Maybe do we need to take a break? Should we take a couple? You know, with the quarantine, you know, that canceled my trips where I was taking time off. Are we due for another one, Mark? Should we be taking?
We just go straight through. We just keep trucking.
Yeah,
We just keep on plowing ahead like a bulldozer.
Right.
Let's keep plowing straight ahead, right?
Bulldozer. We're like bulldozer.
I personally can't hear
Bulldozer,
Mark. I'd love to hear
exactly, Mark.
and the ass end of that computer chair that he sits in.
What the hell? This guy's bandana.
One
I'm
side
gonna punch this guy in the face.
cackle like a fucking rooster for 5 hours. And the ass end of that chair has got to taste what he ordered for lunch from the Kentucky Fried Chicken.
The chair doesn't complain. That was a good rant. Hey, that was pretty good.
No. Joe, I want to punch that guy in the fucking face.
Well, thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Absolutely. No, that was a solid rant, man. That was really good.
No. Joe, listen, you're my favorite milk dudhead. Bum's my favorite.
Teddy Ruxpin.
Can we get past it?
They actually
Bum's
have
my favorite
dead in a while.
Pencil neck.
malt liquor reporter of all time. Cinderson is just a badass. He just makes money and runs down the street for no reason.
That's why I
Andrew,
can't get
just
fast
stay
and
big.
run away from the
Seriously,
chairman.
man, I will punch that guy in the fucking face. I gotta go. I love you, Joe. I love you.
Okay,
Thank
thanks.
you.
We love you, Coach.
Andrew.
Yeah, we love you too.
No,
man.
no, not the way I love you,
Oh,
Andrew.
Oh. A special kind of love.
I
Well,
love
Coach,
you.
hopefully you love me the way that we love you.
yeah, that is a special kind of
Again, bum. No, it's not the same, man.
love. So we've got this video from Brown Bag. What,
Yeah,
what-
you know what? This is the major news of the week. We saved this for last. This, I believe, this is the first time in at least a year that your Arizona neighbor, Joe,
Oh,
is Brown. Your Phoenix neighbor. I believe your Phoenix neighbor. I think he's from Phoenix.
oh, is he in Phoenix?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe so. It's the first time, and everybody just wrote him off. They still insulted him, but I think everybody just maybe occasionally he would pop up leaving a comment during the last year, but he had made no videos. I think everybody had given up hope on him, and out of the blue, this video popped up, and I think it was very nice of him in his first video in over a year to leave a little bit of hate for the show. 3 minutes, 25 seconds.
Oh, well, that is a huge courtesy.
Yeah.
320. Oh man, yeah, that is good. Yeah, especially after a whole year's absence, I am flattered.
Who else? Fuck you, cock in the bottom.
Whoa, what? That sounds like someone had what he just said in his bottom, right?
You cock in the bottom.
Watch. What? I mean,
Very observant, Joe.
It feels good to be a fucking gangster.
see, he's talking about how good stuff feels. And
Who else? Fuck you, cock in the bottom.
yeah, cock of the, and then, yeah, what?
Eat shit. Everyone on that fucking Joe's D's fucking beer reviews. Ah, shit. Doesn't even know how to get a perfect pour. And YouTube is full of fucking videos on how to do a perfect fucking pour. Fuck you, glitch. Serving that fucking Boone's Farm wine with the fancy name.
That was it for the share beer. If you want to go, I don't have the exact time stamp, but if you want to go to like the last 20 seconds of his video, I think it's, if I recall, it's pretty funny.
Okay, let's see here. So, well, I think it's right at 12 minutes here. So we can go to 12 minutes.
Yeah, a little bit before that. About 10 seconds before that. He gives a good malt liquor, though.
But it'll forever be in our hearts and in our liver. Eat the top of celery. It cleans out your pancreas.
Oh,
That is a good malt liquor right there.
Celery. It cleans out your pancreas.
Whoa!
If he lives in an apartment, I feel sorry for his neighbors.
That was a solid malt liquor. Absolutely.
yeah.
I think he lives in a pretty nice house, Andrew. So,
Oh, house? Okay.
yeah.
I
So,
still feel sorry for his neighbors then.
as we finish the malt liquor report, as goes the malt liquor report, so goes the malt liquor itself.
Oh, the double malt.
Yeah, the double malt. Man, that is. Woo!
Leaving some door foam in the bottom.
Minimal door foam. We'll take care of that.
Yeah, dwarf.
Yeah.
Yeah, dwarf. Thank you, Billy D. We appreciate it. Another solid malt liquor report.
And the good news is, I believe I'll be able to drink that good beer that
All right.
we'll just leave this here as a souvenir the rest of the show.
That was solid as always. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Billy D back in the bubble for the rest of the week.
Yeah, Billy D is man, he's really taking it for the team
Yeah,
right there.
doing what it takes.
Being in the bubble, we appreciate the sacrifice there, Billy D. Absolutely. Absolutely. That is wow. So what do you got there, Mark?
I've got a 10-year-old beer.
Ooh.
Left in a storage locker, right?
Oh
It's been in the basement for 10 years. It's this Truckware 2020. It's a barley wine brewed in 2010. Enjoy before April. And so enjoy before 2020. So the date on it is April 2020. So I figured
You son of a bitch. It wasn't brewed in 2010.
it was
No.
brewed in 20. It says right there on the bottom.
There you go, Coach. But Coach, look, he screwed up. You were supposed to enjoy it by April of 2020, Mark.
Yeah.
Thank you, bum. Thank you,
Oh, well.
bum. Sanderson, you son of a bitch. You just
I
messed
know.
up.
Let me share the screen on this one, Mark, because before you get going there, because you've got 775 totals, 8 in
I
the
love
last
Joe.
30.
Before you get going there, I love you, Joe.
8 in the last 30 days. There is 8 other people just like you.
Just like me. Well, no, nobody's just like me.
Well, yeah, nobody's just like you, but people that are all that have also drank that beer
Yep.
in the last 30 days. That is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna go.
So you've got 10%, no IBUs rated, and a 3.97. We'll see what you think of this beer when you
Yeah.
tap.
I'm going to give it a pour here.
You're going full screen on you right now, man. You
All
got
right.
the
We'll open this up. See what we got.
any smoke out of that 10-year-old beer.
Where's that?
Shit, Mark.
Yeah. But it says right here on the bottle.
No. He got smoke out of it. Come on,
It
Joe.
says judge not. Judge not. So.
Well, they should know better the minute they came on this show.
Yeah.
F you, Neary.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Neary's like, rolling over.
Oh, I can smell it from here. Lots and lots of like dark fruit, like figs and
The usual aged barley wine.
yeah. I mean, it's very spicy.
Oh man.
Okay.
You look at that. Oh, there we go. Pinky out.
See? And Mark, that wasn't a voluntary reaction, was it?
That was completely.
That
Total
was
involuntary.
I had no control over that.
Yeah.
Oh man, lots of like dark caramel and smoke with some of that dark fruit behind it. I mean, it's not. It's kind of thin bodied, light bodied.
I was just going to ask about the mouthfeel because I'm watching the glass and it's wiggling around pretty easily.
Yeah, no, it's fairly. It's not thin, but it is lighter. It's light bodied, and yeah, I'm getting a lot of caramel, some smoke, and then that dark fruit, like that, like figs and plums, that type of thing, and a little bit of spice.
Coach, any thoughts on Mark's description of this 10-year-old beer?
Yeah, I think he's playing pocket pool. I think that Mark is.
Hey, I'm allowed.
It's mine. I'll play with it if I want.
It's my junk.
like it says on his bottle, Coach, judge not.
Oh,
Not.
I heard that initial, like it said on his bowl, and then I was really worried what those next letters were going to be after that bum. But you finished it with bottle, and I was like, okay, that's okay. Yeah, I was like, oh, like it says on his balls or something.
Joe, I'm a fan. Bum, I'm a fan. Sanderson, I'm a fan.
I got a feeling we're
Andrew,
about
I'm
to
a
be
fan,
loved
but,
again.
Sanderson, don't do that to yourself, and then call it something else, man. Come on, come on.
And Mark, I
Sanderson.
assume you shared that
Where's
with the
Pam?
boss. Does the boss have any?
No, I want a ref. Where's Pam?
We're
Pam,
gonna be
Pam, I
swapping
want a
beers
ref.
in a little bit. We're gonna be swapping beers.
Okay.
She's opened up a double IPA, and I've got
Okay,
this.
again, look at my face.
Oh boy, look at this face. We went full screen on that face, man. That was
yeah. I think you just broke the internet, Coach.
Hey, you guys stay cool. Joe, keep it together. Bum, keep on keeping on. Sanderson, same. Keep on keeping on.
Yeah.
Andrew, stay big. I'll talk to you guys later. Gotta go. I'll watch the
All
show,
right, man.
though.
We'll see you. We'll see you.
Go have another.
Hang in there. Be well.
Cheers. Cheers.
Go have another, Coach.
Have another one, exactly. Yeah.
Another one, maybe.
Or maybe don't.
Yeah, or maybe don't. Yeah. Or just have as many as you want. Just don't do it on camera. You know?
Just don't drive home.
Yeah.
Have someone bring you home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
it's a good beer. I'd give it a 4 just because it is still got a good mix of flavor. And no, I don't know what it's supposed to be. I'd imagine it's I don't know. It's a little lighter bodied for a barley wine. I mean, my standard is always Bigfoot Ale, which tends to be a little more medium bodied. It's not.
And I'm sure the Bigfoot's always a lot more hoppy than what you're drinking.
Oh yeah, no, this doesn't really have any hops at all.
Yeah, that to me, as much as I love the Bigfoot,
be back.
It's not a good representative of that style because barley wines are not supposed to be hoppy. And my God, you'll never hear me say a bad word about Sierra Nevada ever.
Yeah, but it's not a traditional barley wine. It's not a traditional barley wine.
Any beer from them, you're going to have hops. And I love the Bigfoot, but that's, you're trying to introduce somebody to a typical barley wine and what a typical barley wine tastes like, Bigfoot's not the one you want to give them.
No.
As an intro beer.
What would be that's the one I always drink though, because I like it. I don't know what other barley wines that I have on a regular basis.
See, once again, I know we're getting into issues of styles and stuff, but I've always considered Sammy Klaus to be a barley wine, but I know it's not. It's considered a Doppelbock.
Yeah.
But to me, it tastes like a barley wine.
I mean, they're pretty similar, yeah. I mean, yeah, I would say Sammy Klaus is in that. Sammy Klaus tastes closer to this than Bigfoot tastes. Like close to
how about North Country Old Stock Ale?
That's true. That's another one. Yeah, it's probably in that same kind of flavor profile that you would get in a barley wine.
Yeah.
I haven't had a barley wines yet. I need to pick up a few.
Yeah, they usually come out winter. I mean, like January, February is kind of like traditional when they come out. And they're bigger beers. I mean, it's just 10%. So it's tasty.
You got yours ready to go, Joe?
Yeah, I am cutting the wax.
Okay, we will, Joe, we'll circumcise the ends of our beers simultaneously.
Whoa!
Yeah. We'll circumcise our ends. How about we leave it there?
Oh,
ouch!
That hurts just by what was said.
Oh, look at this! Look.
Oh,
we got smoke.
No,
no, but we have a successful circumcision.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What do the Jews call that? Where's Neri when we need him? The abyss, right? The abyss or the abyss or the brick.
I don't know.
The bricks.
Bricks. Is
that
what it's called? Yeah.
BRISS. Yeah.
The brick. That's the celebration. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody gathers around and the little baby boy screams as they circumcise. Sounds like a party to me.
Hey, one person's suffering is another's
Yeah.
complete pleasure, right?
Sure.
I mean, that's how that works. Boy, my wax is some good quality wax here because I cannot get it off.
You can't get it off. I already knew that line was coming.
And is this the double stuff?
This is the double stuffed stout.
Yeah, you show us what you're having.
This is double stuffed stout, imperial stout from Fury Brewing in North Huntington, PA. One of my favorite go-to semi-local breweries. Thanks to my friend Kurt for picking this up for me. It was a limited release. He lives near the place. This was initially a $10 bottle, and then for some reason the price jumped up to $14. I don't know why. Luckily, I got it when it was 10. So what he has told me is that he tasted some Oreos in it.
Who was the brewer? One more time.
Fury.
Fury.
Fury. He said he didn't taste any Oreos, but his friend said you have to take a sip, sit there, and wait for 30. He swears if you wait for like 30 seconds, you'll get the Oreo like a half minute later.
Okay. So
I don't know if I'm prepared to do that.
So the Oreo taste is like on the backside.
Yeah.
The extreme backside.
Yeah, it's just
Yep.
The extreme.
That's what you said. Woo.
Exactly.
You want to taste the Oreo, baby, you got to go to the extreme backside.
Well, it sure tastes good whether I get Oreos or not, which I'm not right now.
Is it sweet?
Pardon?
Is it sweet?
Oh, yeah, very sweet.
Okay.
God, I am not showing that beer. What the hell?
That
is bugging me.
Double stuffed. You know what, Joe? STUFFED. Double stuffed. That might make the difference.
That's what I need, Pam. The Bell and Howell tap.
UFFED?
STUFFED.
Okay.
And I know it is on Untapped. I previously looked it up.
No charge.
No charge.
And I've been letting this warm up for about an hour now, which is about how long I let that double malt freeze.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that.
So was the frozen double malt, was that a good idea?
Yeah, it actually made it more palatable.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, because you're free. Yeah, here it is. Good God.
Versus room temperature.
Oh my God,
that took me a while. Okay, yeah, it's double stuffed Oreo pastry, right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
So, we've got 47 total on here, 47 in the last 30 days, 12% ABV, and a 426 bottle cap rating, man.
Sweet.
Exactly. Double stuffed is a 12% ABV imperial pastry stout that was made with pounds and pounds of Oreo cookies, vanilla, and lactose. And there's a much better look at the beer right there in a fantastic Enos and Gunn glass.
Mm-hmm.
Say that is a nice glass. I happen to have that style of glass sitting right next to me, but not Enos and Gunn labeled. So yeah, great look at the glass. Hey, here we go. Hey, we got Chelsea in here. How you doing? Hey, we got Sue in here. Hey, how you doing? Oh yeah, what's up? Yeah, so that's that's that beer. You know, I didn't realize that 10 bottle brewing is the beer that I am about to, or the brewery that I'm about to crack open. Didn't realize that they also have a Oreo, double stuffed Oreo beer as well.
Yeah, I see barrel aged double stuffed Oreo beer.
Yeah, I had no idea. Here it is right here, and it's called double stuffed stout. Nobody's had it in 30 days. 406, and this is a 6.5% beer. No description on it whatsoever, but the last check-in on it was the 25th of February of last year. So
wow,
probably just a
probably like a one-time deal. Yeah.
that you could only, they didn't bottle it, they just had it at the brewery, sort of thing. So
10 Barrel, are they out of Portland, Oregon? Is that what
Oregon, yeah, Oregon.
Okay. I've had those, several of those beers when we were in Oregon. I was 5 years ago, I think. Yeah.
So this is the one I'm about to crack open right now. It's barreled, called barreled. 349 total ratings on here. 14 in the last 30 days. It's classified as an imperial or double oatmeal stout. 9.6% ABV and a 3.82 bottle cap rating.
Okay.
I'm worried about that rating for as much that's put into this beer. With that lower ratings, it should have a slightly, but we'll see. Imperial Oatmeal Stout, brewed exclusively to be aged in Oregon Spirit Distillers whiskey barrels. It has a full body with smooth chocolate nuances to complement the array of notes from the bourbon, rye, and wheat whiskey barrels. Wow. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, this beer should be complex. I expect it, since it's an oatmeal stout, to be very heavily bodied, be a big, thick, chewy stout. Let's see if we can get some looks at it right here, at least. Boy, everybody's glass is like really. There you go. There's a better look.
Shot. Yeah.
So, just wanted to get some looks at it. A little history on the beer, of course. A little description on it, of course. So let me see if I can get this wax off here. By the way, it gives you a good look at the wax. I have not seen too many. Well, you see wax that has these like tiger sort of print and stuff in it, where it has like, streaking and stuff in it, but not one that's this smooth. This one, I won't go into what I said in the pre-show, but this is definitely one of those smooth type of, and I mean this darn wax is, they use some quality wax. I'm telling you, man.
Joe, you're having the same trouble with that I did with that double malt twist off cap.
Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah, I mean, this is. I have not had too many wax bottles that are this difficult. Yeah, this is.
Now, earlier you were talking about Greg approved with the date stamped on the bottom of the can.
Yeah,
that is something that Greg hates: the waxed dipped bottles.
Oh yeah.
He despises
really?
that.
Yeah, that is true.
He said it's just a gimmick to get you to pay more money, which he actually might be correct.
Yeah.
it works on me. I'll tell you what. I Do you think it's a gimmick, Mark? Do you think it's?
Oh, it's. I mean, it definitely is. I mean, it doesn't do anything. It just makes it looks different.
Bum, the wax on the bottle that you had, it almost looked like a Maker's Mark bottle that you had with that red.
See, I don't know any distilled spirit, so I will take your word for it.
Yeah, no.
Well, Maker's Mark uses a red wax.
Okay.
That's what caught my attention.
Hand dipped, so yeah, every one of those is a little different, which is kind of cool.
This is kind of. It is kind of a rubbery kind of.
That might be like. That's not even. Maybe it's not even real wax.
It might not, because this is. I've not seen a wax dip bottle this smooth before. I mean, that was my overall point. I took it to another level, but I mean, I have not. This is hard, man. This is difficult to get off. Let me use a different word.
Hey, Joe, you use your knife. Just go around the neck of the bottle, and just score it, and then go down, and then do a vertical.
Then go down on it, Joe.
You go down. Yeah. Go down.
All your descriptors are words I was trying to stay away from, Andy.
Definitely the double entendre night tonight.
Yeah. Okay. So finally, I pulled back enough wax where you can see the tip, baby.
You got it off. You got it off.
You skin it back, Joe?
I got it off. Thanks, Mark. What's cool though is look at the Big 10 on there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
That is cool,
yep.
Isn't it? So you've got a Big 10 on there. Let's see if we can get some smoke out of this doggone thing. Let's see. Oh! Eat it, Neary! Look at that bad boy! Yeah! Woo! Okay, we've got our glass that I told you. Oh, look at that! We're pouring smoke! He's rolling in his bed right now. I'm telling you. He's going to wake up. He's going to wake. That was effing awesome. Yes. The Northwest is representing strong right here, man. Strong. Now, we got to get the beer selfie. So in front of the beer selfie, I am going to put my knife as well as all the wax that it took to cut through this bad boy. That was...
Get a picture of it for Sadiq.
Yeah, that is kind of ridiculous right here, man. That was a lot of wax. Okay. So here we go. Here's a look at the beer. Ooh, yeah, that is definitely... Yeah, if you don't like whiskey, forget about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely complex, but I don't know. This is my favorite glass for doing this sort of thing. I love this style of glass, as you guys know, if you've watched any of my videos for the last
That's a
10
good glass.
years. I love this glass. And I haven't whipped it out in a while there, baby, but here it is. So you can see how mine's about like Mark's, man. It's around really, and you can kind of see there's not legs forming, but there's a nice layer of, going around my glass. It's coating the glass pretty well. If you can see that layer of alcohol just around here like that. So definitely smells big. Has that big, man, you're getting tons of bourbon. You can smell some rye. Going easy on that first sip because you never know, man. I don't want to end up like Coach. You know what I'm saying?
Let's see what beer show was it that basically he wound up getting a divorce from his wife? Wasn't that one a couple of years ago?
It wasn't Coach.
Oh, because I thought Coach said he got a divorce.
No, not Coach.
Yeah, not Coach, but it might have been somebody else. It sounds vaguely familiar, but
I'm sure there was somebody else. Yeah.
It could have been somebody else very easily.
I know who I know who you're talking about, Andrew.
It could have been our friend from North Carolina. There,
I think it was our friend from Florida.
Yep.
Was it Derek?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Barrick. Yeah, Barrick publicly. Yeah, he didn't necessarily divorce on there, but his wife was, a small part of the show as well, and so that kind of that had a pretty bad ending, if I remember right. But in any case,
and he remarried a couple years ago. So as far as I know, he's still.
We need to get Lance back on here. Left, right, left.
I forgot about Boilermaker.
Off and leaving.
Left, right, left.
He'll be back soon enough. I got faith in Lance.
Yeah, we don't need to get him back. He'll just come back, and hilarity will ensue.
Yeah, he'll be back soon enough, man. And like good old Dave, man. Lance, Dave, good characters. That they
it's like Lance. He was a good guy, but I think he kind of took it personal because he's been off the show for so long.
You know what, Andrew? Lance has been off. Lance disappears from YouTube for months and months at a time. So it's not share beer related.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This, you know what, man? If anybody can get it's working. I can tell you that 9.6 is working already. I'm catching you, Coach. Don't worry, I'll be with you in a minute. But hey, by the way, Andrew, look how clean that line is. That's my score line. That's my score line. See, I did it. I did it. It just I had to get to it. It's like a rubber substance or something.
That's worthy of a rabbi, Joe.
Yeah.
Hey, it could be a new profession right there. What do these guys charge? They're all kind of former meat cutters and stuff, aren't they? Like,
you need to get yourself a sharpening stone. Joe, your knife might be a little dull.
There's one thing in their description, getting back to this beer, by the way, there's one thing in their description that is not in there, and I would call it also smoky. Mark, when you think about it, bourbon, rye, and wheat whiskeys, you combine all those whiskey barrels that aged, I don't know how long in each one of those barrels. It at least touched it if they're describing all of that. There's a smokiness to this, some slight caramels and that sort of thing, vanillas that are happening in there. But they didn't mention smokiness, and I'm getting a really mild wooden smoke, which is what you're going to get from a barrel, no?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, you should get a little bit of that.
You should, right? It's not in there. And they mentioned specifically Oregon Spirit Distillers whiskey barrels, which is pretty, God bless it, specific, I would think.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, now they don't, they do mention bourbon. So bourbon has to, in order to be called bourbon, it has to have been from Kentucky at some point, right? I'm pretty sure that's how that works, isn't it? In order to be called bourbon, it has to be from Kentucky at some point.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's how that works, if I'm not mistaken. And then whiskey can just be from flat anywhere.
Whiskey can be anything. Bourbon has to have a certain percentage of corn in the mash, and it has to be new barrels.
Yeah, new,
and it has to be for a certain time, whatever it is.
So the other ones, once they go into rye and wheat whiskey, and does it tell us anything if it's WHISKEY or if it's without the E? Does it tell us anything?
I think that's just always been one of those interchangeable things, right, Mark?
Is it like ketchup and catsup?
I think so. I think so. I was going to say one's American, one's Canadian, but I couldn't be sure of that. Canadians are all backwards anyway.
Canadians, give me a break, eh?
I've seen the American spelling vary between with and without the E.
Well, Andrew's closest to Canada.
The further north you get in Minnesota.
Andrew, can you confirm that Canadian whiskey has an A in it? Whiskey. Does it end with an A?
No, it's. I think the Canadian version of whiskey is EY.
So let me get to some of the comments as well, because Bobby Joe has one here, the last one that I'm seeing. Maybe the whiskey is overtaking the beer taste. It's actually balanced well, but it's right there. You know what I'm saying? It's and it's not as heavily bodied as I'd have wanted it to. See, now that I'm further down my glass, this is room temperature. I can touch it to my cheek. It's definitely in the 50s. So this cheek, kids, by the way, it's definitely. This is why this is my favorite style of glass. As you saw this, you picture that other label on here. This one's plain, but it's if you can find this particular style of glass, it's fantastic for this. It really is, because you can take it as far as you need to and really get a look at the color and all these sorts. If you want to get full pinky out and full beer snob, you can do it with this one. And Mark, is this as light and as thin as yours?
I don't know, mine is fairly light bodied. Yeah.
I feel like from looking at you drinking that one, I feel like this. Yeah, it is. It looks like it.
Yeah.
Now mine's not 1/10 as matured as yours, but
Bum's looks a little thicker there.
Yeah, mine is a tad thicker.
Yeah, because you look like you're gripping it a little harder to even get that sort of.
Oh, it's
Yeah, so it's interesting. This beer is thinner, so I think if it was a heavier bodied beer, good God, I think we would really get punched in the mouth by it. It's pleasant, man. I kind of agree with the rating of 3.82. If Untapped would let me rate a 3.8, I would. I agree with that. You can only the closest I personally can get to that is a 3.75
Yeah.
or 4.
Yeah. Yeah. They only let you rate in quarter point.
So with that said, I would have to give it a 3.75 because I don't think it's quite a 4.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's quite a 4. Let me go back to some of these comments again because there was quite a few of them here while we were doing the malt liquor report and all these other things. We have Angel in here with a big comment. Hey guys, came across Joe and Mark back in like 2009 when I was 18. I'm almost 30 now.
Nice.
You've grown up with us.
How does that make you feel, Mark? The guy almost
feel just. I mean, yeah, I'm old. I'm old.
I'm almost
in 2009. I was. Yeah, I don't even want to know.
I think I basically started kind of just joining the chat as far as like the YouTube stream in like 2008 or so. When I came across you, just looking for beer reviews, and then I think I joined you in 2010 for the panel.
This is too funny. So, and he said, laugh out loud. Used to drink a few beers while watching y'all's beer reviews. Just started watching the show. Love it. Well, thank you, Angel. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you watching for so long. That's funny. Yeah, I'm 30 now, and I've got like 5 kids, and you know what I'm saying? I got some grandchildren now. You guys are still here. Good for you, right? And that's absolutely true. When he started watching, I didn't have any grandkids. I've got 3.
Yeah.
I don't know how you say this name. I'm going to go with Valentini. How about that? Man, I drank too much last night. Currently hungover, and it's awesome.
If you're still hungover 20 hours after you got done, whoa, yeah, that's.
I think his first name would be Alo.
Okay, now, Andrew, what do you think, man? I think Alo, whatever you just said, Valentini, is an alias for some guy in Idaho right now.
That's a possibility, but the last name looks Italian to me.
Hey, an alias could be whatever you want it to be. Right?
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. We've got Bobby Joe on here. I poured one of them thing out last week.
It must be a malt liquor. Yeah,
it must be. It's trashy to drink that type of beer. Oh, it has to be malt liquor.
Yeah, he was talking about
the chairman, the chairman, all caps chairman, did sauce the Saturday.
Yeah. So is this 2 weeks in a row he's done sauce reviews? Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He kept his promise 2 weeks in a row.
How many is he going to do?
Infinite. He hasn't given any kind of deadline. He's going to do it from now on.
Oh, and
which is what Reggie promised originally.
Okay. All right.
Angel says he didn't want to take the chance of ruining the precious McNuggets.
No, you need to go back to that previous comment, the Monstrabator.
Yes.
It must be a hell of a tough job because he's aging really fast. I mean,
yeah.
He looked like he was about 30 last time. Now he looks like he's 70.
Oh, yeah. You know what?
Or 80.
It's tough work.
What's that movie with Brad Pitt where he was getting younger but aging?
Oh, Benjamin Button.
Yeah, but he's the Benjamin Button right there. That's what's happening. Bobby Joe says Coach seems 3 sheets to the wind tonight. Yeah, he's I'm telling you, he's just.
I don't agree with that. I think maybe 4 or 5.
Yeah.
he was lit when he came in.
Yeah.
Andrew, what's the over under 3 sheets on Coach? Is that 3 sheets over or under?
I'll say over.
I think we all say over.
Yeah. Way over.
That's a pretty safe bet. I'm just saying, yeah. Bobby Joe also said, Coach seems very aggressive and slurring after his second drink. Yeah, well,
I think when he said he had a second drink, I think it was more like his fifth.
you know, his second drink is quaint to me, still calling myself 22 years old. I'm just saying. Coach is very far gone tonight. Seems like he can't hold his liquor. Hope he's getting a ride home. Yeah, well,
Hope he gets a ride home.
thank you, Bobby Joe. Yeah, we all hope he gets a ride home. Coach needs to go home now.
We love Coach.
Yeah, no, Coach is part of the fabric of this show.
Yeah.
Great guy. Point where he hugs and loves on everyone. Exactly. Yeah.
But you know what? That's better than the way a lot of people get, where they start swinging at them.
Yeah.
Even though they're normally friends, they just start throwing punches.
Yeah.
That's better that somebody loves everybody.
Please mute Coach. Yeah. Yeah, you know, Coach is aware. He actually is, man, and he jumped out. He he jumped out. So good for him. In my neighborhood, that is a Pabst. Yeah, that was that video we were watching. It has to say malt liquor on the bottle. It says 40-ounce Troy.
And look at his little icon there. He's got the Big Bear label.
He's got a big bear. Yeah, that's been out of production. How long?
I believe it ended in 2013, I think.
Okay. And the chairman still has a couple cases of it? Is that
Yep.
Aged. Is that barrel?
If he's still alive in 10 years, he's going to be drinking a Big Bear probably.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Garrison, if that's a sub for us, thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. And we have Chad in here, says hi. How about a crazy drink malt liquor on bottom, Guinness on top?
Ooh.
What do we call that? There's a name for that as well.
Black and tan.
Yeah, black and tan. There you go. A black and tan with malt liquor.
No, it'd be more like black and crap.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Black and malt.
I think Coach was overserved. Well, Coach might have showed up to set establishment and set condition is what might have happened there.
Yeah.
Ever had a beer with more than 20% ABV? What say you, Mark?
I have. I had back in the day, Brewdog sent me a few beers, and one of the beers they sent was their thermonuclear penguin.
Oh,
it was like a cult beer back in the day, and it was 23.5%, 24%.
I never had one of those.
Yeah.
The beer that Brewdog sent me, they only sent me a couple of beers, and it was all the same beers. It was a 5% session beer that they sent me.
Yeah. And I got this from Brewdog back when On Hell was probably 19. This was like 2010. They sent just out of the blue. It just showed up, and it had like 8 or 10 different beers in it. I was like, and a hat and a T-shirt. So
they didn't happen to send us any of their weed beer, if you remember that.
No weed beer. Is it good? A little thin though, isn't it?
Oh, so yeah. So you're asking the boss what?
The boss said it was tasty, but a little thin. So she agrees.
You know what? In the course of making this show and in the course of making beer videos, the boss has become quite the beer snob here. He's getting quite familiar with and big beers at that. Like, she kind of likes the big stuff.
That's right. Yeah. She's like a production assistant. She tests the stuff off stage, and then gives you the opinion.
Yeah. Exactly.
You
right.
remember the thermonuclear penguin when I had? You don't remember that? But you did. You did have some of that.
Yeah. She's been So we've got I don't know how you say this. Anyway, Bigfoot is fermented in an open vat, like an Anchor Steam, like at Anchor Steam.
Okay, I could see that. That's what makes it a little different every year, if they do it that way.
And Bigfoot is that one. It's classified as a what you call it,
Barley wine.
as a barley wine.
Yeah.
It's that one barley wine that is just known for being hoppy as.
Yeah, it's much hoppier than
We were discussing that when you went off cam, Joe.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's barley wine, but it's like a barley wine IPA. I mean, it's over hopped. It's delicious, and I get it every year. But I mean, it's not a traditional like English style barley wine.
Yeah.
No, not by a long shot.
Low, which is low on the hops.
But it's very legendary. I feel like, you know what,
Yeah.
I'll get back to Bobby Joe's comment here in a minute. I feel like I should look that one up because Bigfoot, if you some people may not be familiar with Bigfoot. And I'm going to go to the general listing. I'm not going to do all these years that they've had. General listing. It deserves a look at. 64,000 ratings on here, 226 in the last 30 days, 9.6% ABV, 90 IBUs, kids.
Yeah.
And a 368 rating. Now, I talked about the rating earlier when it came to my beer that I was not really that crazy about that rating below a 4 for the amount of ratings. This has 64,000, damn near 65.
Yeah.
So a 368 for that over the course of how long they've been making this beer is pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's a good beer, and it says 90 IBUs. It's not bitter though because there's so much malt in the beer. I mean, what is it? It's 9.5%, but it's got a good malt base.
I would disagree a little bit because I think
hop, but I don't know if it's bitter. It's definitely hop flavored and spicy.
Yes.
It's more spicy than bitter to me. But yeah, it's definitely hoppy. I mean, if you don't like hops, you probably won't like Bigfoot.
Yeah, that's kind of my point.
There's not enough malt to overwhelm all the hops.
Maybe we need to be a little more descriptive with that. Maybe I should go a little farther in my disagreement. Okay, we've got to remember let me take it back to when I started first making videos. Sierra Nevada, an IPA. I don't care who came out with an IPA. Sierra Nevada was like almost the standard of IPAs.
Mm-hmm.
An IPA that came out had to be piney, had to be a lot different than an IPA is now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Bigfoot now. Like Bigfoot has stuck to that.
Oh yeah.
Piney, big, lip puckering sort of. Well, not Bigfoot, but Sierra Nevada has.
Mm-hmm.
They have that original IPA sort of bigness.
Yeah. Sierra Nevada was all that. What do they call it? West Coast IPA?
Yeah.
Heavy pine and
yes.
And then Bigfoot is. I think probably Bigfoot is their IPA recipe, just like doubled up with extra malt and darker malt and that type of stuff. I mean, it's probably 80% the same as their IPA, but with more malt and stuff added to it because the hops are still there.
Now I'm gonna go. I want to hit local beers for a second. I want to hit this aluminum can shortage thing in a second. Right now, I want to hit local stuff. Now I know we've been isolating and all this sort of thing. I haven't been, but if you guys can expand. Now I recently last weekend went to a local brewery that just started here in Phoenix last weekend. Phenomenal brewery. Bought a glass from there. I'm trying to look for where it's at right now. Bought a glass from there. Loved it. It's a female-owned brewery. It's a phenomenal brewery. Really appreciated her philosophy on stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go through my personal listing so I can find that brewery because I want to make sure to mention it. You know what I'm saying?
So last weekend was their grand opening?
Yes, last weekend was their official launch. Now they had some stuff, of course. Yeah. For those that don't know, kids, when you're getting ready to launch a brewery or any brewery that's getting ready to launch, will have these like private events.
Mm-hmm.
So they can gauge what beer is popular, what beer they might, they have their own idea of what might be a good beer to start out with on tap. They're typically going to have, I don't know, what would you call it, Mark? 4 to 6 beers on tap that they plan on, that those are going to be their staples. That is who they are. They're going to have these 6 beers, 4 beers on tap every time you go. This was a slightly different philosophy. This was, we're going to have these couple private events, and we're gauging on what beers are just a hit. And we're going to open with these hits from this brewery because they were contract brewing at with another brewery.
Oh, okay. That's how they got their start, was as a contract brewer?
Well, they were figuring things out. That's how they started their permits and all that sort of process. We know how this process starts about a year before you even open. So that's how they started that process. Once they got the funding I say they, but it's a female that owns this brewery. So once she got her funding and once she got all that ball rolling, had these events to kind of, okay, what beers are we going to have on tap when we open? And now that we've got our system rolling, now in-house, we are developing the beers we're going to have on tap all the time. I really appreciated what she was doing. It was fantastic. I loved it. As I'm scrolling here trying to find I've been going to I've been on vacation. Greenwood. Here we go. Greenwood Brewing. So if you're coming to Phoenix, check out Greenwood Brewing, man. They're right there in that kind of downtown area.
Did they have food, or was it just beer?
No food. They're a lot like Zach, counting on the person I'm currently dating. Their son has a taco cart, and hey, how do you beat that? Right. I mean, he has a taco cart. I have to go support that. Damn it. Give my opinion on these tacos mixed with beer. I mean, look, kids, sacrifice.
Professionals only. You're a professional. You're a beer professional.
This is, professionals only. But oh dear God, when duty calls, it calls. And I step up like I should.
You were called to serve, and you serve.
I serve. I do what I can. But let's get into this can shortage, Mark. Is there anything you can talk about with the possibility that beer might not be readily available to us?
Actually, this was brought to my attention by the boss. The boss. One day, I heard her yelling. I was upstairs working, and she's downstairs working. And I heard her yelling and screaming about, "That's why there's no water." And I'm like, "What?" And she said, "That's why there's no water." And I said, "What do you mean?" She goes, "There's a shortage of aluminum cans." And we noticed that when we went to Costco a couple weeks ago, their Kirkland water their sparkling water was out, and most of the other canned water was out. And then she saw something about that there was a can shortage as a result of the corona. People are buying more canned water, canned goods, and that type of stuff. Yeah, so that was a result of it. So they said that the stuff that's normally in aluminum cans is maybe going to be partially not going away, but you may not find it in stock all the time because they don't have all the aluminum back in to recycle to make new cans, and so they're a little bit behind. The supply line is a little behind right now. And it's a result of people buying more canned goods during the pandemic. So.
And by the way, congrats to the boss, because that's the show title right there. That's why there's no water.
Okay, there we go.
YouTube's giving me an error, or while you were talking, I was trying to change it. YouTube's giving me an error, or it would be changed in YouTube, but it's changed on Facebook. So Facebook allowed me to change it, and YouTube's giving me an error, so I'll have to probably change it after the show. But new show title. That's why there's no water.
Yeah. And that's exactly what I heard. I was upstairs, she was downstairs, and I heard, that's why there's no water. I'm like, what? And,
Andrew, is there anything maybe you've heard you can expand on that?
I saw something on Facebook, I think like last week or 2 weeks ago, on the quote shortage of aluminum cans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I as well saw there's something on aluminum cans. Bum, did you see anything or hear anything?
You know what? So far in my area, there has not been any shortage as far as any kind of beer-related stuff as far as cans. But for weeks now, probably going back 3-4 weeks, I've noticed that as far as pop cans. Sorry for the rest of the nation, soda.
Soda, yeah, pop. Pop is right. You're saying it right, it's pop.
But actually, it's either soda, pop, Coke, or Pepsi, depending where you're at in the country.
So I do buy as much as I would love to drink beer 24 hours a day. There's some times when you can't, So when I can't do it, I'm forced to drink soda pop, and I just buy whatever's on sale. Cans, plastic bottles, whatever's on sale, I'll purchase. And I've noticed over the last, probably almost the last month, some of whatever is normally on sale, like Mountain Dew, Pepsi products, 7-Up products, they're not turning up in cans the way they used to. Oh yeah, I've been seeing that for a while now. Mm-hmm. And it seems to have affected the soda pop industry even before the beer industry.
Oh yeah. A lot more aluminum cans are used for pop than they are for beer, probably.
Yeah. Since I'm not a beer purchaser of macro stuff, I haven't noticed the difference. Yeah.
I wonder if Zach has run into any problems needing to buy aluminum, crowlers.
It has not affected the craft beer industry around here so far.
Okay. Yeah.
Certainly has affected the local soda pop industry.
Yeah, we didn't notice it in the beer, but we noticed it in the pop sparkling water type thing. Yeah, canned water. It was like just much of it available. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I have no particular product that I buy. I just buy whatever's on sale. I do have. It's not like I'll buy anything, but I have my particular flavors that I will buy in whatever packaging they're available in on sale that week.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've noticed, like, even in plastic, like 24-ounce plastic bottles of Mountain Dew. Not necessarily Mountain Dew. I drink Diet Mountain Dew. Mm-hmm. Those have been gone for like a month now.
So I wonder if it might be just a combination of people not going out as much. They just got more and more empty bottles and cans piling up in their garage, or people like in the recycling centers not working as much because of.
Well, in my one store, there are signs saying, unfortunately, due to the current situation, certain Pepsi products are not currently available in certain packaging formats.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, as far as beer goes, it hasn't affected the beer industry around here so far.
Thank God for that. Yeah, that's what
Thank God for that.
Just want Regis Philbin died today. Did you guys?
No, are you serious?
No way.
Yeah, I watching because
Mom was watching the news. They overheard it.
Oh my God!
Earlier
today. Way.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah.
A legend of television.
Oh, yeah.
My God.
88.
Oh my God.
They're interviewing Alan Alda. And Alan Alda's looking old now, too.
Yeah, Alan's not too far behind him as far as age goes.
He's got to be in his early 80s at this point.
Yeah, he's like mid-80s.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow, there it is. Yeah, he does.
And Peter Green died too. Bum, did you hear?
I did hear that earlier. Fleetwood Mac, the original Fleetwood Mac.
One of the original founders of Fleetwood Mac.
Who's the third one? They die in threes.
Yeah, no, they die in ones, Andrew.
So here it is, man. You've got he was Regis Philbin, born October 5th, 1931. Died today. Wow.
Son of a gun.
Yeah.
5'7". Wow. Yeah. For those that, man, I mean, just a complete television legend.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, all the growing up. I mean, he was on TV all the time doing something. Yeah.
Wow.
I think he was probably his last 3 decades that he was alive. He was on TV more than he was the previous 2 decades.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
He was everywhere. A guest. He was Letterman. Always had he substitute hosted for Letterman when Letterman had his heart surgery.
He did Regis and Kathy Lee. What was that 15 years ago? Something like that.
He was everywhere.
They said he was, quote, the hardest working man in show business.
Yeah.
And Philbin holds the Guinness World Record for the most hours on U.S. television.
Yeah. If it wasn't James Brown who was the hardest working man in showbiz, it was definitely Regis.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm shocked.
Yeah.
I am shocked. That is a shocker.
Yeah. I heard that and I was like, oh man, that kind of sucks. But he was old. I mean, 88's a pretty good, that's a long life. I mean,
88's a good run. I mean, wow. Any thoughts you have, Andrew?
No.
I was definitely a fan. I was a fan of the morning show. For sure. Him and Kathy Lee. That was it. I mean, her telling her stories about her kids and kissing everybody and him kissing everybody, and I mean that. You know, nowadays you think about how innocent all that stuff was, and Regis would be thrown underneath the carpet for Christ's sake.
Yeah, he'd be canceled right away.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, how some of these things are just absolutely crazy. I mean, this guy is an absolute legend.
The thing I liked about Regis was he always had kind of a cornball factor, and he knew it, and he would play up to it. He made fun of himself.
Yeah, he didn't try to hide it. Yeah.
And I mean, it's hard for me personally. It's hard to think of Regis without Kathy Lee. Kathy Lee and Regis.
Yeah, that's showing a lot of pictures from him with Kathy Lee. I mean, yeah, they were a pair for a long time. Yeah.
And it's just, you know, the both of them were so out there that they just went.
No, they were, and as a result of that, they matched up well together.
Yeah.
But he went back so far. I mean, he went back to the 50s, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe early 60s.
Yeah.
Was he the sidekick announcer on the Joey Bishop show? I think. I
don't know, but that, I mean, 1960, he would have been 28 then. You know, so I mean, he could have been 50. You know, he could have been mid 50s. You know, 55, 56. You know, that would have been put in his early 20s forward.
You nailed it. Joey Bishop. Okay, you've got the live show. Okay, Millionaire Show.
Yep.
The Joey Bishop Show. America's Got Talent. Regis Philbin Show. He had his own show for a while. $1 Million Password is another show.
Yep.
AM LA is another show that I remember him on because I grew up there.
I think AM LA kind of morphed into.
I think it did.
From local to syndication to ABC to Live with Regis and Kathy Lee.
I didn't want to say that, but exactly. Who Wants to Be a Super Millionaire was another show. That Regis Philbin show. So you had the Regis Philbin show in 81, and then you had that Regis Philbin show. Dick Clark's New Year's Eve in 72. Almost Anything Goes. I mean, he had
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that too.
Uh-huh.
The neighbors, the crowd goes wild. Live again, Regis with Kathy Lee, with Kelly. I'm sorry,
Kelly Ripa, yeah, back in the day when she
the
was.
People's Lawyer. I don't remember that.
I remember the People's Lawyer. Yep.
And then, so there's a few different. They're considering the host that he had on live a different show. So I'll just put that disclaimer out there. It's a knockout. Looks like a children's show maybe or some sort of thing. Happily Ever After is a fairy tale. For Every Child was the name of that show. And Crowd Goes Wild Weekend was another show.
That's,
So
is that like the prequel to Girls Gone Wild videos? I don't know.
It might have been, yeah. Who knows? Yeah, it might have
We
been.
just got on the beaches. Hey, take off your top. Come on.
So, years active on his Wikipedia. Years active was let's see here. I'm sorry, 1955 to 2020.
So he was 24. He started 20 when he was 24 years old. Wow. Yeah.
And then you have two spouses, Catherine K. Phelan, from 1955 to 68 when they divorced, and then Joy from 1970. So my whole life, he's been with Joy.
And Joy used to fill in for Kathy Lee when Kathy Lee was out drinking. When Kathy Lee was out drinking somewhere.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, 4 children.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 kids.
Wow.
Born in New York City.
That's...
Now on his Wikipedia it says he died yesterday.
Okay. I heard it this morning is when I heard it.
So
and earlier today I looked at that page and he certainly wasn't listed for.
And as we know, the biggest spokesman for Notre Dame.
That's true. He was, yeah.
Nobody had a bigger. Notre Dame had no bigger spokesman than Regis Philbin. Regis Philbin on his show talked about Notre Dame.
He did. Yeah, he was always talking about the Irish. Yeah.
So
I don't know why. Such a loser, low level, minor league trash school. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So it's pretty cool. Wow. I mean, Regis is like, well, with this, I mean, he's not quite on the same level, but Regis Philbin passing away, and I'm just hearing about this like Bum is. Thank you, Mark, for sharing that with us. Regis Philbin to me is like Merv Griffin and Johnny Carson. I mean, these guys were big people in TV, you know, big.
No, they were. But all 3 of them were, I mean, around the 60s, the 70s, 80s.
Now, Merv Griffin had more influence as a producer and so forth like that.
Yeah.
Then
all the game shows and everything.
Yeah, all the game shows
So, you know, that's a, you know, slightly different, but same sort of general principle. You get what I'm saying? Johnny Carson wasn't. Johnny Carson and Regis are the same person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. How old was Carson when he died?
He was born in 26 and he died in, was it 04, 05?
0405 sounds about right.
Yeah.
80. Yeah.
Yeah.
80, 79, 80, something like that. Yeah.
Carson was actually in, I think, the U.S. Navy in World War II.
05. Yep, you got that right.
Yeah.
05. January 23rd of 05.
Yeah, he would have been in the Navy like the last year of World War II. Yeah.
Yep.
Like 18, 19 years old. Yeah. 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 That's wild. Well, you know, as we get old,
the legends are dying off.
Yeah.
Even I don't think he's dead yet, but Bob Barker is even in the Navy in World War II.
Bob Barker is still alive. He's in his upper 90s now. Yeah.
Here you go. Johnny Carson was 79 when he passed away.
79. Okay.
3 kids.
Yeah.
3 kids, what? 4 wives, I think.
8 wives? No. How many was?
I think 4 wives.
Yeah.
And he was active from 1950 to 1994.
And I think they're counting 94 as the only thing he did after he retired. The only public appearances he made was on Letterman's show. He did a couple comedy cameo appearances on Letterman's show where he didn't even talk. He had in some Letterman bits where he was silent.
In Albuquerque, he had a big ass house in Albuquerque. He had a big ass house, really well known. It was like part of your. If you came to Albuquerque to visit, I'd show you the Carson house. Like it was that popular. His house. I could take you up north to see Oprah's house. There was that. The Unsers, of course, were legendary in Albuquerque. But yeah, that was Johnny Carson's place in Albuquerque. Was one of those places you would take people to see. It was pretty cool.
All of Carson's shows, the tapes, those are actually housed in a salt mine in Nebraska because of the temperature control.
Is it Nebraska? Are you sure it's not Kansas?
It's either Kansas or Nebraska. It's one of the square states.
Yeah, I've not been. No, I've been to many tunnels. This is one thing some people may not realize about that whole Kansas, Missouri. True Missouri people, that's the way they say it, Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
But that whole Missouri area is full of tunnels. And it was real common for me when I used to drive over the road to go to the tunnels in Kansas or Missouri, pick up a load and take it to Hollywood, because that's where they would store their tapes. Like Andrew just said, because it's temperature controlled naturally and underground. So. And to this day, you can go look up those tunnels on YouTube, because I sometimes will reminisce.
Yeah,
I've been to that tunnel. I've been.
Another big place is Iron Mountain. Is it in Beaver area? The Iron Mountain company. They've got a huge limestone mine. I think it's in Beaver County, Pennsylvania.
Really?
Yeah.
As far as like storing stuff?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, I've never heard.
One of the biggest in the world now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny too, because I think they are limestone or something, but they're all white. Go in there,
limestone.
They're all white.
Real,
those are salt mines, though.
No, this is limestone. Like they do a lot of mushroom farming in limestone too. They dig tunnels, and it's good for mushrooms. But
I've never heard about this. What do they store there?
Documents, artifacts. The company's Iron Mountain. I don't know if they're a publicly listed company, but they're a big document storage and archiving company.
I never knew.
Yeah.
They also destroy documents as well.
Oh yeah. They're shredding and that type of stuff.
Bobby Joe has a comment here. Didn't Kathy Lee get popped for using child labor in one of their third world Asian? Yeah, there was a little scheme going on there.
What was it? Her shirts or her clothing or something? Yeah, it was like 20 years ago. Everybody got out. She got temporarily canceled because her clothes were made in Vietnam or something like that.
And I don't know that she necessarily, was super aware of.
No, but they made her cry on TV, and she apologized, and they canceled her, and then she came back.
Yeah, I don't know that was something that she necessarily knew.
No.
Yeah. Garrison says Peter Green was the founder and original singer guitarist of Fleetwood Mac.
Yep. That's what was he? 73 years old, I think.
73, yeah. And it's amazing he made it that far based on his mental health.
Yeah.
Hence Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac featuring Jeremy Spencer.
Jeremy Spencer, R.I.P.
YouTube bandwidth. That's an interesting handle. Mark jogs around his neighborhood barefoot. Rest in peace, 40-ounce fear. Car accident. He was 46. A 53-year-old woman, Catrice Hall, was also killed. Rest in peace.
YouTube bandwidth is the one that we erroneously reported on earlier this year that Steel Worldwide passed away.
Oh, okay.
Remember that?
Yep.
And Johnny was a young gun.
Ah,
Over here. Bob Barker is still alive.
yes, he is.
Yes, he is, and still karate kicking.
So, yeah, that was Bob Barker. Good God, when that guy goes, oof,
Yeah.
oof. How many kisses did that guy get? Huh?
Not as many as Richard Dawson did before.
I was just gonna say Richard Dawson. Now, did anybody look up that Steve? Not Steve.
Oh, the Steve Harvey. Yeah. The NFL one.
Yes.
Yeah. That was funny.
Was that not hilarious? Or
Yeah. What the? He was literally like, wait a minute, did I just?
Yeah.
I mean, he was genuinely just surprised. Not.
Yeah.
I mean, because he hears that all. I mean, but it was just surprised that somebody would say that at that point.
It took a few minutes to process. Though, you know what I'm saying?
Whoa. Yeah. So I was like, woo.
And then for Bruce Smith to actually give that answer was like, what? You know, so that was a pretty crazy episode. But Richard Dawson, when you think about all the stuff that's happening now with Me Too, Richard Dawson would be thrown under the bus. Wouldn't even be big enough for him. Yeah. I mean, it would be.
He'd be thrown in front of the train.
Oh my God! I mean, and that was just part of the deal. You know what I'm saying? Like you went on the show. If you're a female, you kissed Richard Dawson. That's the way it worked.
And there was nothing beyond that. He didn't meet. It's like if you were a female, that was a show of affection. Yeah. If you're a guy, you shook his hand. He wasn't trying to sleep with every woman on the show.
Well, look, there's a whole movement going on right now, and I agree with a lot of it. Don't get me wrong. I agree with a lot of it. Growing up, in the 80s, I wore a lot of buckwheat shirts. I loved the Little Rascals. I loved buckwheat. I used to wear a lot of buckwheat shirts. I was always baby and all these things. I thought it was funny. Don't get it mixed, kids. We all knew it was offensive. We all knew what it was about.
Yeah.
But the old R gang though, it's like, or Little Rascals, however you want to slice it, they had no premonition of making anything racist at all, no matter how you look at it.
It was, man. It
was, but it was just a product of the times.
Yeah, there's certain things that were done that, and granted, when I was growing up, we were well aware that this isn't right. You know what I'm saying? That it was offensive. But at the same time, you could just appreciate the humor, man. You could just appreciate, being whoever you were at that time and making movies and making TV shows and doing what you had to do. You know what I'm saying? And some of it just was kind of funny. What's ironic about Our Gang, I've been watching a lot of these YouTube videos on these cats, all these different characters from Our Gang, and my God, the sheer amount of them that died young is insane.
Oh yeah, the child stars. Yeah,
Joe, you're striking on one of my expertise topics.
I didn't realize. I honestly didn't. I mean, there's particular characters from Our Gang.
Oh yeah,
that Froggy. I did not. Yeah, Froggy. I did not realize
19
died that young.
Yep. Motor scooter accident when he was 16.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
And
Falco, I think, when
characters,
he was 20s or 30s,
lived at some point of their life where I grew up in LA. And I, there's this one guy, and I appreciate every video he's posted. Now I'm just catching up to his channel. I wish I could remember his channel name so I can give it to anybody that is remotely curious about this stuff. And I've been to these cemeteries and seen some of these cemeteries, but when you're there and as young as I was at that time, I couldn't remember all their names. You know what I'm saying? But he does these cemetery tours in Hollywood, and he'll go to there's a couple of cemeteries that are really well known, and you can go and walk through them and look at all the different people that are buried there. And it's pretty cool because he kind of actually knows who they are, and he'll show pictures of them, and at their height of their fame, and you're like, oh yeah, now I remember who that guy is. You know what I'm saying? Or I remember who that lady is. And just things like that have been what I've been watching on YouTube. I've been the last couple of weeks, or mainly this week that I've been on vacation. I've been watching a lot of those sort of videos and documentaries about these people and catching up on that, and it's insanely interesting to me. Useless information, I suppose.
That's another one of those things I've been into since I was a kid. The history of our gang, Little Rascals. For TV.
I just watched the documentary on how Spanky, or not Spanky, but Alfalfa died.
Yes,
someone shot him in the head.
Yeah,
that whole deal blew my mind.
Yeah,
no pun intended. But I mean, it was absolutely crazy. I mean, and so much of the our gang, some of them did live pretty much a long life, but man, they're the exception, aren't they? Like,
it's funny, when I was in grade school, we used to get, you may remember this, Mark, Scholastic Book Club.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Dynamite magazine. Remember Dynamite?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
I subscribed to Dynamite magazine longer than I will publicly admit to.
Well, up till last year.
Wait a minute, bum. Is that what's in those binders?
Dynamite.
No Dynamite magazines back there, but I do still have my Dynamite magazines.
Wow.
They're just not back there.
Now, to take your point a little farther, bum, the guy that I've been watching his channel, he says that what got him going was, I guess you would go to these particular funerals or whatever it may be, and they always had these little inserts, and he said he would learn a lot by just getting these little inserts, and that's what started his curiosity into these sort of awkward histories, like the big Indian guy from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I watched the whole documentary this guy made on the big Indian guy from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and his lineage. It was incredible. I mean, the guy didn't get started until he was a lot like Roseanne. Like, he didn't get started till he was in his 40s, and he had this incredible run. Like, it was crazy, and then he died, and it was just over and over and over and over again. You hear these stories. You know what I'm saying? It's just really crazy. Wyatt Earp went into the whole history of all, Wyatt Earp himself, and then all the brothers went into that history, went into his dad. I mean, just crazy. And that a lot of that happened right here in Arizona. You know what I'm saying? So it has, some relevance that way. It's just pretty cool, man. Yeah. It gives you something to drink beer to and everything like that. So pretty cool. We have we have some comments on this stuff too. So let me see. Bob Barker's still alive. Richard Dawson gave the ladies the tongue though. Oh, Tom says, what's up, y'all? Are you guys excited about sports returning? Yes. Thank you for that segue. We've got some baseball. We've got some NBA exhibition games.
Yeah, the regular season starts on Thursday, I think. Yeah.
For basketball? Okay.
Yeah, regular games that count for whatever that means. I don't know how they do that, but
So, is anybody tuning in? What's that status? Andrew, are you interested in sports returning?
No, not really, especially with baseball. They got the you could say the canned audience going on.
The flat audience, is it? The flat?
Yeah, they got the flat audience.
Yeah, the cutout.
Because what they're doing is, I guess, up here and even at St. Paul Saints games, they're going to have limited seating available, and because of social distancing.
Now, Bum, we're hearing that, at least I have heard, at least. I don't know how much you've heard, but I'm going to you. I'm throwing it to you specifically because we know that Canada has different laws and different, whatever, not laws, but different ways they're handling Corona. And we do have a baseball team up there. And I have heard that they're going to Pittsburgh now. What's that deal? Have you heard anything?
Yeah, that was the rumor, and a lot of people around here got excited about that for a while, and then they just squashed that for obvious reasons. I mean, if you're going to get into the whole pandemic related stuff, as far as teams coming here, from somewhere else, and it just didn't make any sense. And yeah, I think it was yesterday, they said, no, it's not going to happen.
So it didn't make any sense from the aspect of possibly having two clubs playing in the same ballpark, or
yeah, that. And there was this ludicrous notion thrown out by people saying, well, if people from Canada see the Toronto team playing in Pittsburgh, it will make them want to visit Pittsburgh in the future. How ludicrous is that?
So where are they playing now? I had heard that they might play in Buffalo at their.
I have no clue.
This is interesting. So what do you think, Mark? What's going on with your thoughts?
I don't know.
I'll be right back, by the way.
I guess it's good, but just dispense, get rid of the whole fake fans and the fake music, and just play the game. I mean,
I say scrap the entire season.
People are watching on TV, and if you watch it on TV, it looks almost the same as if the stands were full. So just do it that way.
When you have to play a season where if you go into extra innings and you automatically play somebody at second base, that's not a real baseball game.
Yeah.
Scrap the 2020 season. It doesn't count for anything.
Yeah. It's just a bunch of BS. People trying to make something out of where they shouldn't make anything out of it. I mean, just give it up, turn it in, take a couple months off, get back into training in November, and get ready to play next year.
Yeah. 2020
is a dumpster fire across the board, no matter what sport you look at.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I agree. It's going to be interesting to see what football does. And basketball might actually play because they're doing the bubble thing. But hey, Crusher, what's going on? Yeah.
I still don't think baseball is going to finish this so-called season.
Yeah, and I don't think football is going to do much more than a few games before they bail out too.
Now, what do you think about the 60 games? Any thoughts on?
I think they get 15 in and they cancel the season.
Really? Mark on that. Yeah.
By August, 2 weeks from now, they're going to be like, too many people are testing positive.
I'll bet there's not even going to be a World Series.
No.
Really? Okay.
That's my opinion, though.
I think they're just going to get too many people testing positive, and people are going to freak out, and they're going to cancel the whole thing.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think that's unfortunately, but that's going to happen.
Okay, so because as far as I know, they've been doing fairly well with the testing, right? Less than like 1%.
Yeah.
Or right around 1%.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of curious. Now I've only watched highlights. I am an extreme cord cutter, and I use that specifically because I'm an extreme cord cutter. I don't have any sort of anything. Whatever I get is strictly off the internet, or I do have over-the-air antenna. I literally have it right here next to me. It's just off camera. But I don't really watch the over-the-air.
Break time.
Now that I've heard baseball is back and basketball is back, I've been more willing to look at commercials. That's my main thing, is I hate commercials. But I've been more willing to. I'm like, well, we got live sports back. Let's check it out. They don't really want you to watch it, do they? They want you to have a program provider, which means you're paying for it somehow. They don't want to put it over the air for free unless it's on the weekend. Well, then you don't really want me to watch your stuff, right? Because how am I supposed to watch it? That's kind of my buzzkill with it. With the NFL, the majority of the NFL is on Sundays, and they put it over the air. They still put it on Fox. They still put it on some of the major networks, so you can still watch it. CBS, NBC, so you can still watch it. The MLB and NBA, they put all their stuff behind these paywalls. They still want you to pay for it. Guys like me that are cord cutters, I ain't gonna pay money. What am I gonna pay for? You want me to watch your product and put it out there for me to watch? That's still frustrating to me. And I'm a big sports fan too. I spend a lot of money on the NFL every year.
Not sure. Yeah, not sure who the NBA player was, but not once, but twice got tested, and they're false positives both times. He did the nasal swab or whatever. Actually went to his doctor and says, "Hey, supposedly I got COVID," and they did full blown blood work on him both times, and they're like, "No, you don't have COVID."
Yeah,
I forgot who the athlete was, because
that part is tough to me, because the whole testing thing, I buy into this thing. Trust me, I've got a cousin that died from it. I've got another person close to me whose best friend's mom died from this as well. So it's kind of hit me a few different ways.
Yeah.
Some other my coworkers contract this thing. 2 of my coworkers. So I buy into it. Trust me, I buy into it. But like you said, there are these tests out there. And what do you do with this information? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all so fresh and green into this that we hear some of this stuff and we just want to run with it, but you really can't, can you?
No.
I mean, we're just so fresh into this. We're so green.
The other thing for me that throws up a red flag is you've got Bill Gates, who is saying, "Oh, we all got to get tested for COVID, and we all have to get this vaccine that's not been proven by the FDA yet." And when was Bill Gates a doctor? That's my problem with that.
Well, Bill Gates, to his credit, him and his wife, what is that, Melania or something? What's his wife's name? But there's hardly anybody out there, any other billionaires that has put more money and more funding to third world countries and to testing and to making those places safer than those 2 have, right? I mean, isn't that one of their big things?
What they actually say they do and what they actually do, it's like,
is it a different name? Okay.
There you could say there's a dark side to what the Gates Foundation does.
Okay.
The Gates Foundation does have ulterior motives here, and if you don't have a B in front of your title, meaning billionaire, no, you don't have the backing for getting involved in these activities.
Oh, okay.
So let's just say that some of this quote goodwill stuff that the Gates Foundation has been doing is not exactly been on the good side of things.
Now, Mike, one of my initial thoughts to that would be, so who do we trust?
Exactly.
Who do we trust in that case? Then, someone's always got an alternative motive. Even the people even the naysayers that would go against Bill Gates and his wife would also have some sort of motive for doing that.
Yep. But here's the thing. They won't even let their kids get a flu shot. Do the math there. I haven't gotten a flu shot since I was in high school, and that was over 30 years ago.
I'm in the same camp. I haven't got a flu shot since I was in the service.
Yep. And the last time I did get a flu shot, it's like I was down for a week and I was out of work.
Okay. Okay. Now let's take that a little farther, because what's happening right now, Andrew? And this is one thing. I'm willing to be a naysayer and to take the devil's advocate role. On the other side of that, though, I've got to take the devil advocate role the other way and say, you know what? Since we've social distanced and since we've been wearing face masks, you felt this kind of pressure not to cough and not to sneeze and these sorts of things. But also what's happened is I haven't necessarily even felt the need to sneeze. We've had kids, and God bless our kids, man. I love kids. I've got kids. I've got grandkids. But they're little germaphobes, right? Just
germ factories.
Just germ factories, just spreading it everywhere. So when we keep them inside, and we just keep people inside in general, and we keep their faces covered up, man, when's the last time you were really sick? I mean, just not even COVID related. Screw it. What, the cold or the flu or anything. And the thing of it is if you were to get sick, well, now you're in a different number part of it, right? Because the minute your immune system is affected, well, that makes you more susceptible to get this.
The last time I actually was sick would have been back in February, but that was because my employer had me working about 75 hours in 1 week, and I wound up contracting type A flu and bronchitis at the same time, and I was down for a week, and one was viral, so it's like I couldn't get any antibiotics for that, so it's like I just had to stay home for 1 week and just ride it out.
Now, Andrew, yourself, Bum, myself, we've all kind of had jobs that still were out there. We've still been working. Mark's been pretty isolated. Mark and the boss have been pretty isolated. And so let me point that towards you, man. When was the last time you were sick, and how do you feel about that sort of thing? Like, how do you feel about the accuracy of these numbers? And even if they are inaccurate, is there some validity to not getting sick at all and lowering your system so you could possibly be more susceptible to the virus?
No, I think the numbers of cases that they report are probably low by about 2 to 3 times at least. I think there's probably three times more cases than what's being reported, just because they can't test enough. So I think a bunch more people have had it than they're indicating. I get a flu shot every year. I have since for the last 12 years.
Okay.
I haven't been really sick in probably 5 or 6 years, other than a cold or something like that, or just now.
As you're coughing and hacking here on camera.
But no, it's it's one of those things where I don't think, I do work from home, so I'm not out and about with people all the time. But I don't think that makes a difference. I try to take care of myself. I eat well. I exercise. Try to get good sleep. That type of thing. I do get the flu shot, and I think it's going to be important if they do come out with a vaccination, if people get vaccinated. That is going to make a difference. And yeah, I mean, but I'm not gonna put myself in a situation where I get it just to get it. That's for sure.
Right.
Because there are a lot. This is not the flu. This is not the flu. The outcomes, and I mean, it's not. It's right now that the death rate is probably about the same as the flu, but the long-term impacts on the body are a lot different than the flu. There's a lot of people that are having long-term lung damage, circulatory system damage that they're not seeing in the flu. So,
and the thing of it is, look,
kidney damage. I mean, it's new, so they don't know yet. Give it 5 years, we'll have a pretty good idea what this thing does on an annual basis, and we'll be able to adapt to it a little bit.
I look at it as, okay, look, you can call conspiracy all you want, right? All you want, and that's fair. You can do that. You can look at it and go, well, I think their numbers are off. That's all fair. Okay, that's all fair game. The issue is, what if they're not? Right? Like, what?
No,
are you willing to roll, a snake eyes on your life? Because the thing of it is, some people get this and they're literally hardly ever affected. And as a matter of fact, they don't feel anything, but they quarantine. They make sure to get the right amount of negative tests so they can say they no longer have it. They test positive. They really are not hardly ever affected, other than they stay quarantined. They stay away from everybody because they feel positive, and then they get whatever amount of negative tests they need to get to show that they don't have it anymore, and they move on. Other people my uncle knows somebody personally, got it 6 days later, dead. 6 days, kids. Are you willing to gamble with your life like that?
Yeah.
That guy rolls snake eyes.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's one of those things where you look at the numbers of deaths. Those are probably fairly accurate, but I think the number of people that have had coronavirus is a lot higher than what they're showing, because they're just not testing to see how many positives there are. So I think more people have had it than are indicated, which is a good thing in the whole scope, because the more people have had it, the better we are as a group of people to get to that herd immunity, or whatever they call it.
Sure.
But and there's not a lot of deaths under. I think the total number of deaths under the age of 24 out of like 150,000 or whatever people have died at this point. If you're 24 or under, I think it's like less than 400 or 500 deaths out of 150,000. But a lot of those people that haven't died are having long-term health impacts from the disease. So they're not dead, but their lung capacity has been reduced by 20%, or they need.
You're gonna wish you were,
or that type of thing. So it's just not. It's not. I don't want to get it just to get it. I'm going to do what I can to. I'm not going to live in a bubble like Billy D. I'm not going to be in a bubble like Billy D. But I'm going to wear a mask when I'm out. I'm going to be smart about it. And when the vaccine comes out, I'm going to get a vaccine.
Is the boss willing to put out any opinions on this subject at all? Is she willing to maybe stay off camera, but at least make a voice heard?
Yell. She's got to yell. Yeah, she says it's a respiratory virus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it.
And what do you say, Bum? What do you have any thoughts, man?
Well, all I can say is that I work in a potential COVID hotbed.
Yes, you do.
That has not turned into a COVID hotbed yet.
Thank God.
Yeah. And as far as getting sick, I catch a cold maybe once every 18 months or so, maybe 2 times every 3 years.
Yeah.
And it's never that bad. I've gotten a flu shot every year for as far back as I can remember. Never any problems with it. I don't know. I'm going by what the medical experts say. I'm personally, there's too many people, once again, thanks to what they read on the internet, there's too many people that claim to have more medical knowledge than the medical experts. I've never gone to medical school. I will bow to the medical experts. I will do what they say. I will wear a mask. I have no problem with it. I can breathe through my, yeah, it sucks. Yeah, certain other things suck. But I can still live my life relatively distress-free, even though there's some inconveniences.
I definitely can appreciate, and quite frankly, I feel, my personal opinions, I feel we need conspiracy theorist people. That is the balance that we need right now. That is the conversation that we need to have. We need to have people that don't believe it at all, and people that are all in, right? We need to, and all those that are in between, and we need to have these conversations. We're all so green to it. It's also new. I'm going to err on the side of caution because I personally think that's where we need to be, but some people don't, and I need to hear what you think. You know what I'm saying? I need to hear what you think. I need to hear where you're coming from, so I can figure this out for myself. You know what I'm saying? In the meantime, though, I'm like bum. I kind of, this is out of my wheelhouse here, out of my pay grade. I'm gonna side with the people that claim to be experts, man, because that's what they're there for. You know.
I will listen to those people telling me about medical related stuff. Those people can listen to me, and I'll tell you what year Spanky and Buckwheat and Froggy died.
Well, listen, I don't just disregard people like that, the conspiracy theory people, because they're just as passionate. And sometimes, me and Mark have a passion as well. We have a few of them. Bum has some passions. Andrew has his passions. We can really dive into these things, and we can really you get to kind of be a little bit of an expert in these sort of things, if you will. If someone will oblige you, and someone will listen to you. And so I don't feel that we should just ignore people like that, because it's what they do for a hobby. They're passionate about it. They add to the conversation. And that's what shows like this are for. There's people out there watching this show, and they'll watch the recording of this show, and they'll digest it for themselves and figure out what they feel is BS and what they don't think is BS. It has value. You know what I'm saying? It is my point. Everybody has value, and that's what the great thing about having these conversation. And I'm hoping that someone's getting something out of this. Because I feel like we are all your average Americans, like right now, or your average people, period. Your average people out there in the world that are digesting different sides of this argument and trying to figure out for ourselves, what should we do, which way should we lean. And I'm in the leaning towards caution camp. What can it not? That part isn't killing me. It may be a little embarrassing and a little of this or that, but I'll get over that. If it means that I have a better odd, if you will, of living another day,
Yeah. And that's what I always say about such things. It may not help, but it can't hurt.
Yeah, it can't hurt. There you go. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, err on the side of reasonable caution. I'm not gonna cower in my basement and hide. But
it's like I wear a mask when I'm at work, and right now, literally, governor up here said everyone's got to wear a mask when you go out in public and stuff. So it's like, if I have to wear a mask when you go to the store, I'll wear a mask, whatever. Yeah. But as soon as I get home, though, it comes off.
Oh, yeah. masks don't do anything at home.
And the thing of it is it's funny, for me, it's a thing for me personally as Joe to watch people come out of a store and how fast do they take their mask off. It's like, a lot of us can't stand wearing them. I don't like wearing them. I don't.
I don't either.
Right here on record, I don't like it.
No, I don't either. And
will I wear it? Yes, I'll wear it. If you're
I'll wear it whenever I'm in
an
enclosed air environment. So if I'm in the store, I have no problem. But you get me 10 feet away from the store when I'm out in the free air, the mask, I take the mask off because the chance goes from maybe, 5% to 0.00005. I run, I exercise. I don't wear a mask. I've seen people running with masks on, and it's like that's
about a month ago up here, Mark. There was a guy who was jogging with a mask on, and literally he collapsed, passed out on the trail. EMS got called. They rolled up 15-liter high flow oxygen, and he came back around. Yeah, because what it was is all the CO2 that was in his mask is what put him down.
Yeah, but no, I think the only time a mask makes a difference is if you're in an enclosed space and closer to people. So anytime you're in a store, a restaurant, then or if you're outside and there's a big crowd of people and you can't, get some free space between you, yes. But when I'm outside, I'm out walking or running or whatever, or in a parking lot, and I'm feet away from people in the air, it's just the sunshine and air, I'm not wearing a mask. But if I have no problem at all wearing one as soon as I go into an enclosed space. And it's almost more for the people that are there all day than me. The people that are working in the grocery store that are there 8 hours a day, they deserve to have the people that are in the store paying them a little bit of respect.
Yep.
That's the way I look at it. Because I'm only in there for 10 minutes. They're in there for 8 hours.
Exactly.
And so they're having hundreds of people go by their station, where I might be in there and have 5 people go by me. But I don't. It doesn't. It's not. It's a little inconvenient, but it's not. It's nothing that you can't do. I mean, there's no. I don't think there's any excuse why you shouldn't wear a mask, unless if you have that bad a problem, you probably shouldn't be out in the store.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, really. But when you're outside of the store and you're out in the free air, you don't need to wear a mask.
Yeah, I kind of figure why not, right? Yeah. Why not? Like,
doesn't hurt anything.
I wasn't wearing a mask a few weeks ago. Hardly ever.
Mm-hmm.
And now I do. Like, that's just, I my cousin passed away. I someone else that I know that passed away, and had a couple of guys I worked with, like I said, get it.
Mm-hmm.
And that really that was sobering as hell.
Yeah.
So now it's just like, okay, well, why not? Why not? So I try to, but literally, I'm not even 6 feet out of the damn store or gas station, wherever I'm at, and that sucker's flying off. You know what I'm saying? It's.
Oh yeah. So I'm like, all right, guys, free time.
It's that's the way I feel about it. I don't wear it as much as possible, tell you the truth, but if I'm going indoors, I just put it on. It's just part of the program now. Like, it's like, okay, that's.
It takes all of like 3 seconds to put a mask on and half a second to take it off.
And I'm kind of getting to a point where it's kind of cool, like, not cool, but just from the aspect of, I'm going in a place. Oh, like I went to the beer store. I put it on when I was in the beer store. Well, no, I'm not necessarily getting recognized as, hey, Jody, yes, I watch your videos. Every once in a while I still get that. And, I don't have to worry about that now. And it makes me think about how celebrities might be out and about now, because they're like, well, wearing a mask ain't so bad.
Mm-hmm.
That aspect, right? You're not getting recognized and all these sorts of things, and so yeah, I no longer get the occasional, hey man, I watch your videos, and hey, thanks for doing your videos, or whatever they may say, right? Or just not getting recognized in general in case you're committing some sort of crime or something.
Yeah. I mean, really, look at the benefits. 6 months ago, you walk in the store with a mask on, the cop's going to arrest you. Now, they arrest you if you don't wear a mask.
Exactly.
I saw a good sign that someone made for a gun store and taped it to the door. Please, when you come in, no masks. This is a gun store.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Let me get some of these comments just to change the tone a little bit. We have Bobby Joe. I posted the link to Fear's accident.
Yeah, you might want to skip some of these, Joe.
Okay. And which means I'll get to most of them. He was just another cow. Whoa. Havana is 13 years old and has a job. Mike May is 58 and ain't worked in 27 years. Good God. Coach should be ashamed of himself. Yeah, Coach is passed out about now right now. Let me just make that clear. Yeah, they want to chip people through a vaccine. We had our prophet in here, so that's cool. Trying to steal Lance's gig.
Oh, man.
Vega, I'll be 21 in 2022. Now, when did we start saying 2000 and when did we just start? Now, you guys remember, we grew up when it was just 22. It was the 20s, it was the 30s, it was the 40s, it was 45, it was 46, right? Like, that's how we reference things in the 1900s, for Christ's sake. So now in the 2000s, when do we quit using 2000? What do you say, Bum? When do we quit doing this?
10 years ago, I think it was interchangeable. We could go 2011, 2012, and then certain people started saying 2011, 2012.
Yeah.
That was the interchangeable decade.
Okay. So now that we are 2020, do you feel like next year will be when we just start referring to the 20s again? This is the roaring 20s.
All right, guys.
Isn't it kind of ironic that
The 20s.
that the 20s, wasn't the 20s we were in the Depression, we were in prohibition, and here we are again, kind of again in a recession.
This, I think, we will refer decades from now. We will refer back to this as the canceling 20s.
Canceling 20.
The I don't know 20s, the I don't knows.
No,
Yeah, that'd be about it.
20s.
This is, I mean, can we start saying the 20s, Mark? Is this the 20s?
Yeah.
Oh.
2020s.
Hey Joe, I'm looking at my Facebook on my cell phone. A friend of mine typed in, "This just in: Regis Philbin did not use a lifeline."
Oh. Oh my God! He didn't phone a friend. He
didn't phone a friend. Didn't use a lifeline.
God, here it comes already. It did not take long.
Yeah.
Too soon.
That is too soon. He deserves at least the respect of wait till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right. Tomorrow would be. I'm just finding out about the poor guy. I mean, I don't know. I'm a USC guy. I love USC. I grew up loving USC.
Yeah.
I didn't go to USC. Notre Dame, USC, huge rivals, and I'm still like, oh, poor guy. You know what I'm saying? He's Notre Dame guy. Coach should be ashamed of himself. Yes. Oh, yay. Yeah. They want. They want to chip people through a vaccine. Trying to steal Lance's gig. Vega will be 21 in 2022. I think I covered that one already. Huh? Mr. Jody is filling those great craft beers 2.5 hours in. Yeah. Well, if he's referring to me going to the bathroom so much, I actually have had a head start. I'm just not as far along as Coach was. But yeah, I've had quite the head start. If you don't drink early, you can't say you drink all day. I'll just say.
Sure.
Oh, look at this clean cut guy! Look at this. Holy shit!
Shoot, fellas! Oh shoot! I had
And
to chop
with
it
that, I'll
off.
be back.
Are you going to church
Oh, wow.
Tom? What's going on with that?
I had to let the face grow. You know what I mean? I gotta let the face be. I gotta let the UV rays. You know what I mean? I gotta let it be. I gotta take everything in, man.
Is that,
It's
is
like
that Old English 800 you're pouring there? Huh?
No, that's a Lord Hobo Angelica.
Oh, Lord Hobo.
Yeah.
The mask makes a difference.
I'm sure that gets like 2 stars on Untapped.
Yeah.
About 1.25. 1.25.
Yeah.
I think.
Drain pour.
Definite drain pour. I buy the 12 packs just to pour them out.
Yeah.
That's what.
You do the Mr. Rainier craft beer method. Buy a 12 pack and just pour them all down the toilet.
Exactly. You got to take breaks in between though. So it's a lot of satisfaction. So you got to take breaks. Jesus.
All right, so
Yo.
let's see here. We got.
Y'all good, Joe? Y'all good?
Yeah, all good now. Empty the tank for now. We're yeah. Today's one of them days. I mean, I for those that don't know, I absolutely love coffee, but I mostly drink coffee on the weekends. Well, I've been on vacation this past week. For those that didn't know, been on vacation this past week, so I drink coffee every day. I'll crush a pot of coffee like it's no one's business.
Yeah.
So I wake up 4 or 5 in the morning. I don't sleep much. For those that don't know that, a little bit more about me, I guess. I don't sleep much. I can get by on so little sleep it would make some of you delirious. Trust me. I know this about myself. I'm weird. Mark can kind of confirm some of this.
Yeah, Joe don't sleep. Joe don't sleep.
I don't sleep much. I can get by on 4 or 5 hours sleep. I work 14-hour days, and I can do that and come home and still sleep 4 or 5 hours and go on another 14-hour day. That's the way I am. It's just how I'm wired. Anyway, I love coffee. I love coffee as much as I love beer. I'm just as passionate about my coffee. I can crush a pot of coffee like no one's business. If I wanted to, I could go right to sleep. It doesn't affect me that way. So I wake up and I crush a pot of coffee like I do. And then I knew I had to do that beer review, which I haven't posted yet, but I recorded it, and that started the day off. Can't say don't drink all day if you don't drink all day. And that's the way it works. So, pot of coffee, 4 or 5 in the morning, beer review, not long after that, and, you kind of keep that going. So I'm just not as far advanced as Coach was. I started by drinking a 2.5 ABV beer, not a not a 85 proof spirit. So just that kind of is the difference.
Joe, you were trying to be very light when you were coming off your fasting, right?
Exactly.
You were trying to come with a light beer.
There's only so many beers that go with breakfast. Is my point. It's generally not some kind of whiskey, in my case, or some sort of vodka. Doesn't necessarily go with breakfast, as well as a nice light lager or something like that. Happen to have a few of those Michelob Ultras. Go very well with breakfast, by the way.
Oh yeah.
For those
What
that need, you know.
what did you have for breakfast? What did you pair with the Michelob?
I can dive into this. Absolutely. Okay. 3 eggs over easy on the cast iron. Of course, you guys know what die-hard cast iron guy I am. I am a die-hard cast iron guy. I've even gotten more. Bro, I could do videos on my cast iron, for Christ's sake. I go really into it. It's ridiculous the amount of.
I remember you did one when you had to re-season one of your skillets.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I have recently got into enameled cast iron. I have bought a lot of enameled cast iron recently. So on top of all these ridiculous other hobbies I have cast iron that has never gone away. Luckily, cast iron is still relatively cheap. Thank God. It is still relatively cheap. Unless you're getting into the kind of more antique pieces. There is a finger quote craft-ish kind of cast iron movement happening where they will suck hundreds of dollars out of your wallet if you're willing to. As sooner or later that happens. Whatever you get into, they will find something that is pinky out or bougie, and here you go. And cast iron is no different. There are these small, crafty people that have figured out all these different things to do with cast. Anyway, I had Jimmy Dean hot sausage. I like hot sausage. I actually made it into patties, so I made I just cut the Jimmy Dean roll into patties and made
like the frozen roll, right?
Yeah. So cut that into nice little probably 3/4 inch, not quite an inch, but 3/4 inch thick patties, and had some of those with 3 eggs over easy, and some nice diced red potatoes. I love red potatoes with lots of onion. Love lots of onion in there, all fried in the cast iron, mind you. And finished it with 2 nice small, not country ham steaks, but just small ham steaks. So you got a little bit of that hickory smoked sweetness with the nice big bold Jimmy Dean hot sausage, not just your regular sausage, but the hot one, mixed with the eggs. Strawberry jelly on your toast, kids. That's the way I roll. Always. You can have any jelly you want as long as it's strawberry in my house. And real butter, because I do live down the street from a dairy, for those that don't know. 100% genuine craft cream in my coffee, because that's how I roll. That is pretty bougie, pinky out stuff right there. People that need to know. And a little butter. And that was breakfast on wheat toast. Did I go into that enough for you, Tom? Is that?
That was excellent. I needed to know the masterminds behind the Michelob Ultra.
And
excellent. Sounds like a great breakfast.
With some more coffee and Michelob Ultra, by the way.
The boss is grimacing right now.
It's like a mimosa, right? With coffee and beer.
In the morning. What are you doing with it?
Yeah, I mean, why not? It's there, I'm there, and we're all there, and that's the way it works.
You had to quench your thirst, right?
Oh, and some Cholula all over all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, of course.
What kind of Cholula? I love, dude, the Chipotle Cholula. I use it like a week. It's gone. because it's not spicy. It's delicious.
Yeah.
I put it on everything.
I don't think
That stuff
any of
is good.
I don't think any of it's really incredibly spicy. I just like the flavor of it. So yeah, it's Cholula all over everything. Sometimes some other brands as well, but yeah, Cholula I like for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, hey Joe, I saw this on Facebook. This is for your mom.
Let's see what that is.
I'm telling you, I've seen that.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Exactly. Now,
you don't want to.
for those that don't, have I divulged this on camera here, Bum? How my current state of my finger looks? Have I
On camera, on share a beer, no.
Okay.
Thankfully, and let me guess, you're going to do it now.
I'm probably going to do it now.
Yeah, that's a good time for me to just bail out here for a minute.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, 5 weeks ago, Thursday, I smashed my finger. Now, what has happened now, 5 weeks later, it's gone from this big, huge, bloody mess where it looked like my finger almost popped like a pimple to now my fingernail has popped off and it looks like this. It's in its current state of no fingernail. And I've actually, if you look from the side, I've got a V in the middle of my finger. And that's the current.
I can claim I've actually done that like 3 times.
All right, Andrew. Yeah. So you've smashed your finger and had to grow out a fingernail multiple times.
Yep. The first 2 times I did it, I was actually working at a plastic injection molding company that made plastic, the plastic hose reels and stuff like that.
Whoa!
Garden hose reels.
Oh, okay, yeah. That
and other other plastic stuff for the house.
Emphasis on the garden, please.
Whoa!
I was mixing up some PVC plastic pellets with a dye in a drum shaker.
Oh yeah, baby.
And I was rolling the drum in.
You rolled that.
And I smashed my finger between the drum and the metal frame. And I got this finger right in the middle. Kind of like how you got yours there, Joe.
Yeah. So
the first time I let it grow out, and then the second time I did it, I actually went downstairs to my model railroad bench and put in a small drill bit into my pin vise. And I drilled a hole in my finger, and the blood that released the pressure. Thank God, I didn't lose my fingernail as fast.
So you did do that, because I had coworkers that were dying to put a pin in my fingernail. They were like, "Oh no, bro, you gotta drain the fluid out of there," and they were just dying to do this for me. So you did do that one of your times. How did that work out for you?
I had a 2-inch by 2-inch gauze around it when I was drilling it, because it shot out like Old Faithful.
Did it really?
Yeah, it did, because of the pressure that was actually under the nail.
Yeah.
And literally within a week, with the first time I did it, as the blood dried and as the nail grew out and I was clipping it, you could see from the side how the nails started to rise.
Yeah.
And so the second time when I did it, it didn't fall off like the first time it did.
So your nail didn't fall off at all?
No, it just grew, and I clipped it as it went. And for one small spot, it was. There was no nail, but it grew out anyway.
Now Mark's going dangerously low now to show his.
I've got a toenail that might come off. You see that one there?
Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah. Which one is it?
The second one.
The second one, yeah. Now, Mark. Now we have to ask this question because we've had many discussions on this show over the years. Now, when we had the old toilet paper discussion, we didn't have this kind of in-depth sharing of content. When we had the over/under discussion, when we had the sock discussion, if you remember. What sock do you put on first?
Mm-hmm.
Discussion. We didn't get this level of participation here for our viewers.
Should I whip my feet out, Joe?
Should we revisit these discussions?
I just thought I want to feel part of the community.
Yeah, exactly right.
Mark went nice. Mark went toe deep.
Yeah, he didn't want to be left out. Yeah, he went all toe deep. He was toe in.
That was all toe in. Yeah.
He was all toe in, not camel toe out. He was toe in.
I don't know if I'll lose it, but yeah. What reminded me was when you talking, Andrew, when you were talking about the blood underneath and the nail growing and just pushing it out. That's what's going on there. That's been that way for like 6 months. It just keeps growing out. So
now, from some of the YouTube video I've watched on fingernails, and my same sort of situation where my finger got completely just smashed, and I won't even go into the whole part where I can literally. You see the way my fingertip moves? My whole fingertip. Since it don't have a nail, it just jiggles. It's kind of crazy. But I won't even go into that part. I won't show you guys that part. I'll spare
I love how Mark leaves and then he comes back the exact moment you put out your feet.
I was hoping this whole thing would be
Like, you see
done
this?
with by the time I got back.
Well, little did you know, Bum, that Andrew has lost 3 fingernails.
Oh, I'm so sorry I missed the whole discussion.
Three different times, of course, probably over a 15-year span.
And the second time he actually, there was when I crushed my finger, I had some coworkers that were very willing to get a pin, a hot pin they called it, and they were ready. They were firing it up, ready to shove it down my fingernail, so they could release the pressure. Now, Andrew actually did that. He actually went inside the fingernail, released the pressure inside the fingernail, and he had a better, what he felt, outcome that time. I am not. I am still. The unique thing about losing a fingernail, and I've never done this before my whole life, so this is fascinating to me. Unlike any other injury you get, where maybe you have a gouge in something or you break something, it's always like an ankle or a foot or your elbow or something where you can't really get a good look at it, right? Other people have to get a look at it, and nowadays they take a picture of it so you can see it better. This is your effing finger, for Christ's sake, so you can like get it in good light. You can look at it every second of the day and just really delve into it, like it's a booger that you're trying to pick out of the corner of your nose in secret. You know what I'm saying? But this time you don't have to be so secret. You can just look at your finger because it's socially okay, and no one will say nothing about it other than ew, right? But your booger that's in your nose, you have to wait till there's like traffic or something before you really dive in there and get that sucker and let it really give you that little tear when you're pulling it out of the hairs and everything.
I would rather look at a multicolored booger with hairs flowing through it than your finger.
Okay, wait a minute. When was the last time? When was the last time you got one of those said boogers and you just you're in private in your own car? No traffic around, and you're just like, yeah, baby, you're all mine.
Man.
Right? You're all mine.
Sometimes
rush hour traffic.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get the one that's drywalled. It's drywalled onto the side.
Baby.
It's on the side, drywalled, and you know
Yep.
it's there. You know
Yep.
it's there. They can't hide. They can't hide.
Is there no bigger sense of pride when you finally get that sucker out? Like, what do you think?
The dry ones are better than the wet ones. The wet ones are nasty.
You're right there, Tom.
The dry ones, you can get it out. It's success. Mission's over.
It's when the dried ones, it makes the inside of your nose itch, and it's like you're always up there digging.
Exactly. It's like plastic. It's like
You
plastic.
gotta
hair.
scratch. Yeah, you gotta scratch it, and like you're trying to dig it out just to pull it out.
Mom,
Feels good though. Feels good.
what do you say, man? Is there no bigger sense of pride that when you can successfully, take this thing out without people noticing?
I'm thinking even beyond that. As you guys are discussing this, I'm thinking, my God, this show started in 2010, 2009.
With the most beautiful beer ever, right? The most beautiful.
Yeah. We're sitting here, and the oldest guys on this show are 55 years old, and we're just pulling boogers out of our nose.
We're finally condensing down to what's important. The important stuff.
Yeah.
Now, getting back to the pre-show, when we were talking about, you know what? I don't give a damn what it is. Once you hit 12 years old as a man, as a boy, right? It's like your bar mitzvah. Once you hit 13, that's it, son. You never mature past that. That's it. Everything.
He's going to say, Joe, that you're 13 plus 37.
Exactly.
Oh, and don't get me wrong, Joe. What I was saying wasn't a complaint. It was just an observation.
Just an observation.
I mean, Andrew, do you not feel like you should get a participation trophy for finally getting that sucker? Like most valuable player, most valuable picker. I mean, come on.
MVP, yeah, most valuable picker.
I mean, it's success, right? You finally kind of you're doing that discovery kind of pick, that recon, if you will, sort of pick.
You hear clean in your ears.
I keep my fingernails trimmed.
Oh shit, you come ready, Joe.
So when
Comes ready.
So when I do get that dried plaster of Paris one, it's like shit. I gotta wait another week before I can dig it out.
Oh man, Joe, when you really got to go up in there and pick one, and then it goes deeper, and you're like, "Oh, am I gonna lose this one? I don't know if I'm gonna lose it." So I gotta take a deep breath, go back.
It's like fishing, right? You're like, "Oh man, I can't."
Cover me, I'm going in. Cover me.
Yep, cover me. I'm going in.
Right? Like they should give you, like the
going 3 knuckles in.
The president himself should come down and give you a medal of honor for this.
It's gonna be like a COVID-19 test. They put the swab up your nose. You're like, I don't need no swab.
I mean, look it. I mean, if you're as paranoid as I am about having a bat in the cave, you're always doing that recon, right? You're always doing that recon. You're like, okay, whoa, I think that's one in there. I think that's one right there. Whoa.
Oh,
you got to kind of plan it out. You're like, okay, wait.
Oh, I've got whiskey.
I think I felt something.
Oh, I got whiskey.
Tom's got a little bottle of whiskey.
Oh,
what is it?
And no pun intended, he's got a nice snifter glass, right?
Oh, shoot.
By accident.
I got a Knob Creek single barrel store pick.
That's good stuff. What flavor is that?
It's the Knob Creek Single Barrel Reserve store pick.
120 proof.
It's nice.
Nice.
9 year.
$27.99, 31.
It was $49.99.
Was it 40? Okay.
Yeah.
He lives in Massachusetts.
Yeah, it's not it was marked at $59.99, but they put down 10 $10. It's not bad. It's pretty good. I usually try to go for store picks. Your store picks are usually a better product, especially in Mark's area. There's probably freaking tons of places that have excellent stuff.
Yeah,
I'd imagine.
We'd probably get that for about 30, 38, 39 bucks.
Hey, Tom,
Yeah.
now that you are in here, we had someone on the show earlier that was having peanut butter whiskey. Have you had peanut butter whiskey yet?
I tried the screwball one. It wasn't bad. It's not like I'd mix it with something other than I drank it straight that time. The first time I only got a shot of it. It was good, but I would drink next time I drink it, I would maybe mix it with rum shada or something of that sort.
Okay, so similar to like Fireball or something, right?
It's a great mixie.
Yeah. Okay.
It's probably the sky's the limit, right? People making peanut butter and jelly shots, people making,
Sure.
you know how it is, right?
Sure.
People always with anything peanut butter, especially peanut butter. Peanut butter, the sky's the limit on peanut butter.
Yeah. And depending depending on how you're making that peanut butter or what peanut butter you mix with it, whiskey is that perfect beverage.
Mm-hmm.
Have you tried Screwball or any of the peanut butter ones?
No.
Oh, you'd probably like it, actually.
Just heard about it tonight. I didn't realize it was a thing.
Yes, Screwball's been out for a little bit, but it's a pretty big. I mean, it's one of those brands that no one really knows about, but it's kind of exploding. You know what I mean?
Same thing with the coffee tequila. I didn't realize coffee tequila was a thing until watching one of Regis' shows.
Coffee tequila. How does that work?
Oh, bro, it sounds and looks fantastic. It's coffee in tequila. The same way that coffee's in beer. It's wow.
What do they ferment it with the coffee beans?
I don't have any idea how it gets in there. As long as it gets in there,
that sounds interesting.
Very, yeah.
I don't know about you, but tequila, and I like to keep my whiskeys dark and my whiskeys light. I like the nice bright tequila, nice blanco. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Something. I mean, a mezcal or like something of that sort. Every time I've ever tried like an añejo or like something of that sort with the tequila, I've always felt like, man, I wish I had a whiskey, because it brings out the flavors of what a whiskey in a darker spirit. You know what I mean? It doesn't like ravish me. It doesn't make me want more.
Tequila does it.
Well, Blanco tequila does. Like a nice. I like a light, like a clear tequila.
Yeah,
that's what I like. That's my jam. You can take shots of it. I can drink it straight. I can have some salt and some lime. Take a shot. You know what I mean? That's my jam right there. That's what I love.
I like having some good beers like I'm doing now. If I had friends around me like yourself and others, Mark or Bum or Andrew actually here, I got bottles of tequila right now. Trust me. I've got someone brought me a mason jar of tequila. Just did this a couple days ago. I love tequila, and they brought me. Now, me saying I love tequila, I need to expand on that. I love tequila, but I ain't gonna like crush a fifth of it right now. That ain't gonna happen. I'll have a shot, and I'll continue to have a shot out of that fifth for probably a couple of years. Trust me. But they brought me tequila, little mason jar, filled with jalapenos.
Oh.
So it's jalapeno soaked, in tequila.
Ooh.
Oh man.
You know what?
Like your mama
right
now.
You know what'd be good with like a Bloody Mary, with what tequila go Bloody Mary? What is it? Vodka that goes?
Vodka. I wish I could get into Bloody Marys. I'm not a Bloody Mary guy, but I don't see why you couldn't put tequila in a Bloody Mary, especially a light tequila. Sure. But I mean, do what you feel like doing. You know what I'm saying? I just don't happen to care for tomato juice too much. I'm not a big tomato juice guy.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
Tomatoes ain't my jam. I'm not a big. I don't feel the need necessarily to mix beer with fruit. You know me, so I'm, you know. But the tequila with jalapenos, man, I'm telling you, yeah, nice little kick in there with the kick, you know. So yeah,
It sounds pretty special, to be honest.
Let me tell you. But for me, when I'm drinking with friends, and for me, it's a social thing for sure. If I, you know, like our dear friend in the show earlier, bought the bar around. When I do that sort of thing, I'm buying the bar around, and I'm buying them a shot of tequila right behind it, because I like to have beer and then a shot. Like it just, it just. Complete. Mark can contest to that. I like doing that when I'm in a social environment. That's just the way I roll.
Yeah.
I like
Shot shut up, and right after that, they're like, "Oh, here's the tequila to go right."
I'll buy you a beer, and then tequila is gonna follow immediately after that. It's just that's the way it goes. It's just, you know, it's just, and the reactions to the tequila shot is makes it worth it to me, because tequila is that spirit. It's that beverage that everyone has a reaction. It's like there's always some sort of deep breath. You ever notice that with tequila?
Yeah.
Hey man, I got you a shot of tequila. Oh man, right? It's coming. Andrew, like, you know, the last time you had tequila, there's, you know, you're that's the way you think about your tequila shot, right? You're like, oh man, right?
It's I love tequila too, because it's like bright, and when I think of bright, I think of hot weather. When I think of hot weather, I think of friends, and I think of people sharing, and that's like the great thing about tequila, and especially like in Mexico, where it comes from, where it derived from. That's like all the amigos around, you know what I mean, having a good time and drinking shots, and you know what I mean, they're working and they're having fun, and that's the one thing I love about tequila. I like when it brings people together.
It's fun to have watched documentaries on Scotch whiskey, let's say, and you've got the legendary, you know, Scotch whiskey guys, and they, man, these guys can drink you under the table any day of the week. On their off day, on their hangover day, these guys could crush you. And it's fun to watch these cats take a trip to here, Arizona, or take a trip to even farther south in Mexico, and sample different whiskeys, tequilas, and just get lit. I mean, tequila, that beverage, even cats that are used to it, are used to a certain level of spirits, and tequila will just.
It's almost like hot sauce. Like Mexicans, they can eat hot. You know what I mean? The tequilas, they like the tequilas hot. Like they like the tequilas in their hot sauce. Like that's what they like.
And the thing about tequila too is, and it's the thing. It's a similar thing that happens with most spirits, but tequila, man, the better tequila you get, oh my goodness, it just goes down so smooth and makes it much more dangerous. So
they say agave tequila is like the top shelf stuff.
Well, tequila is made out of agave.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Because they're saying like the brand, the blue agave brand tequila is like the best stuff of everything that's on the market.
Well, tequila is, if it's real tequila, it's 100% agave, blue agave, or agave. But if it's mezcal, it's when they make mezcal, they make it with all the different kind of agaves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, like, if you go get yourself a Jose Cuervo, the gold, you're probably not going to have a good time the next day.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, that's kind of like the malt liquor of tequilas.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm drilling through some of these comments. There's been quite a few.
Thanks, Chairman. Appreciate it.
40-ounce sphere just posted on Untapped.
I need glasses. I can't read the comments. Well, if you make it to as old as I am, Chairman, then we'll see.
Yes.
Hey, Mark, you're not old. Come on.
No, I'm not.
You're not old. If you said that to an 85-year-old, they'd smack you in the face.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow, we haven't had
I'm closer to 85 than I am 21.
the prophet hasn't been in quite a while, and he came on strong tonight, didn't he?
Yeah, Herb was here strong tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was here strong tonight, man. Just saw the link.
He was all herbed out.
He was all herbed out. Yeah, I don't know that we mentioned herb tonight, did we? Or it was a long time ago.
No, a few weeks.
But yeah, generally you mentioned herb, and he's on here.
We're talking about conspiracy theories, and he popped up with that. That's kind of the same thing as talking about marijuana or herb. He just
That's true. Yeah, getting high in conspiracy theories
they go right together. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
He has his blunt ready with the conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
He comes ready.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, it is.
Well, yeah, that's right, Vega. I'm older than F.
Yeah, I am still there has been a bunch of comments on here. I'm still drilling down a lot of these. Mr. Some Drunk on here.
It does save lives.
We haven't seen Mr. Some Drunk in a while. Joe Biden is a kitty toucher. I don't know what
No, he said Biden. That's a totally different guy that's running for president.
Oh,
Yeah, Biden is the kitty toucher. Biden.
malt liquor makes you sicker. Yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, we've seen over the years what's happened to these guys. I mean, it's just not good.
Look at the commissioner. Look how fat his face has gotten over the last 5 years.
Just completely so swollen. It's bad. It's
From all the preserved foods and malt liquor and Jesus.
We need
all the mac ribs and all the other food tastings that he's done.
Yeah, the Hungry Man bowls and all that sort of thing. We had a video with him earlier.
It takes a special someone to wolf down a mega bowl.
Yeah, those mega bowls are just bad news, man. My goodness. So yeah, it's has the family set up any site or anything yet at YouTube?
That's about the 40-ounce fear death.
Mr. Bum works in a mortuary as an undertaker. I saw that his last post says 6 hours prior. I haven't seen anything yet. His wife made a post 2 hours ago. Yeah, there is just
tells me that the rumors of 40-ounce fear's death are premature.
Still processing it. Hard to believe. Rest in peace. Man, I mean, it's getting pretty sad here. For sure. Damn. Right? And then, hey, cheers, Havana and Vega. Yeah, there you go. Just to lift the spirits up a little bit because of all the death on the show today. You're getting on my nerves. It's okay to spread rumors of fake death.
I think he was trying to say it's not okay. I don't.
Not.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the next one. Yeah. Does 40-ounce fear's wife know he was having an affair with the lady that died?
And Garrison, I wonder if that's Jim Garrison that investigate the DA from New Orleans.
Oh,
Jim,
yeah. That's true.
He lives on.
Yeah, that was the Kennedy conspiracy. Yeah.
Wow, Vega was late, man. He says he's just now watching the MLR. Bum loves that double malt. Wow, he was late.
Well,
love,
I drank it all.
love might be a bit too strong, but yeah.
At Joe D, thank you for doing the peanut butter beers tonight. Absolutely. And we had a peanut butter spirit on here as well that was done over and over and over again. Double malt is good. Check the Hall pick I sent you, Vega. Couldn't get a grip on that cap via Instagram. So that's oh, you even had the chairman in here. Good God.
Good God.
My God, there was a lot of comments in here. Man, it went it went to the end of the comments, and now I'm all the way. Jeez, who's Kuth? COVID-19 is the real deal. They released it after Epstein was jailed, and Paul Allen's phone number was in his black book.
Jesus.
Coach's bum asked Lance. Did he spell that right? Do you think?
Yeah.
Coach is the light-skinned Lance. Hey, Coach, Bum's trying to fix that situation. Paul Allen was Bill Gates' co-founder, friend of Microsoft. Yeah. Who's this Kuth? I don't know who this Kuth is. Am I saying that right? Kuth or Koth? Or
I don't know.
Did Paul Allen have that research in sea vessel?
I think he did.
Yeah.
You find Coach Cool Stopwatch in the MLDC. Bun. And correction, bum. Yeah. He's having to make a lot of corrections tonight, isn't he? He had the money to do a lot of things. Seattle Seahawks, Portland.
You know what I think, Joe? I think Pat, our favorite ginger on the show. Remember, he did. He went and photographed some cars of a Microsoft person. Remember last year?
Yeah.
I think that was Paul Allen's cars. He didn't say who it was, but there were some Ferraris and that type of stuff. Yeah.
Oh, here you go. We have a name change for now on. Not. I will refer to Bum as Bun. Pencil legs, Mark.
Yeah.
Well, now that he saw your legs, he can refer.
Yeah. Jesus.
No, it's
You're a
Bum.
leg man, Havana. That's what I'm assuming. You're a leg man. You like legs?
I think that's true. Yeah, I think he's a leg man. Yeah, absolutely. I'm messaging Fear's wife about Catrice Hall. These guys won't let that rest, huh? Let us know, man. Yeah, Bum finished it.
Yes, he did.
That's on record. Vega is he's an honest guy. He will let people know. There's the bottle. He finished it on camera.
Drinking like a champ too.
Yeah.
He put it down.
Come on.
I was hiding from the police under a double wide trailer the night Havana was born.
Oh my God.
At Havana, didn't know Catrice Hall is your mom. There was a pandemic in 1918, Spanish flu.
Yep.
Hey, Mr. Tom. Oh, Bobby Joe.
What's up, yo?
Hey to USC is and always was garbage. Teen Wolf took a shave. It took 4 weed whackers and a chainsaw, but he got it done.
I went to the gas station, got all the gas for it, came back, and we got it done.
That is great. Nice. That was awesome. George Floyd has been sober for 62 days. Oh, my God.
Oh, what an asshole.
Oh, my
What an asshole.
Havana. You can always
Havana, come on.
Oh,
Come on, Havana.
Was Andrew sleeping?
No, not sleeping.
Beer for breakfast, aka shower beer show, number
Hey,
563.
I just gotta say something real quick. You ever had a beer? You ever took a beer in the shower?
Oh yeah,
Change your life. Change your fucking life.
oh yeah, plenty of times.
Nope.
No, bring a beer, a nice refreshing beer. Though can't be a dark beer. Has to be a refreshing beer on a nice hot day. Taking this cold shower with a nice beer. Change your life. It's amazing. You
I
go
have.
back and
I've done that. Yeah, Mark, have you done that?
No, I have not, but I might have to try that.
Yeah,
it's actually liberating, to be honest. It's
yeah, it's not bad. Andrew, you've done that, or
No, I haven't taken a beer in the shower.
Havana says I drunk a Bud Tall Boy in the shower. Was that his name or? Oh, bum! Where did you purchase that double malt?
was
Just say it was out there. What did you expect me to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's the way I read it. I read it as the guy's name was, Bud. I don't know.
Tomato juice.
PBR with tomato juice is excellent with bacon, eggs, and hash browns. Yeah, see, people got their beer of choice for breakfast, man. Modelo only.
Modelo's are good though. And the negative Modelo with a lime. Oh Jesus!
Okay.
Yeah. PBR is great. It's better than the 40.
Better in the 40.
It did have a Rolling Rock with a cheese omelet and bacon some months back. It wasn't bad. See, there you go. Who hasn't been camping and run out of water or Coca-Cola and had a beer for breakfast? Give me a break.
Hey, I don't have to run out of. I don't have to run out of water and Coca-Cola to have a beer for breakfast.
I mean, I'm just saying.
We're straightforward.
That was this morning, for Christ's sake. I mean, hey, I ain't beyond it. I love beer. Vega, you see the brown Bud Ice 40s by you yet? And here's the chairman. The craft beer snob wash women are carrying on tonight. SWW, Knuckles. Malt liquor from the chairman. We don't get too many malt liquors from the chairman. That's pretty rare. Up yours, Mr. Trent. Yeah, Mr. Trent, up yours. Rick Ross tour got canceled here. Was supposed to be the 15th. I mean, come on, man. Is there a high demand for Rick Ross? Really? Is there going to be protesting in the streets over Rick Ross? Not sure. There wasn't even protest over the Stones, let alone Rick Ross. Right, Mark? I mean, finally had a chance to see the Stones.
Yeah. Oh, well, I got my money back at least. So.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
That's the end of that story. Right.
Well, I didn't get the money back for parking, so everything left like $25. So not too bad.
Those bastards.
Rest in peace, 40-ounce Fear. But he's still pretty dead. Rick Ross is a cop. Oh, come on, Havana. You can't support a cop, can you? If Rick Ross is imposing as a hip-hop artist, and now he's a cop?
He was a correctional officer.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was a correctional officer in the prison before he was a rapper.
I literally know nothing about Rick Ross, other than he does some good music, but not audiophile music. Get out of here. I won't be playing Rick Ross on vinyl through my tubes. I'll tell you right now. That's not going to happen. Rick Ross makes bangers. He had some humongous hits. Trust me. Would I swap bank accounts with Rick Ross? You bet your sweet ass I would. Yeah, you bet. I will swap bank accounts with Rick Ross in the next 5 seconds, given the chance. Don't ever hate on Rick Rose.
Ricky
Rose. Ricky Rose.
Okay, ladies, it's time to make my MLV. What is that?
Just one problem, Havana. Ladies don't watch Malt Liquor videos.
Oh, Malt Liquor video. Yeah. There's not necessarily, yeah. That is a niche within the niche within the niche
Yeah.
market,
Mm.
and it's probably not legitimate, ladies. It's probably Transformers. No. Take
Yeah.
care, SWW Vega. Stay safe, friends.
That was
Leave a while, Havana.
his mom was calling him. He had to go to bed. That's what happens.
Always, sir. By the way, new label Colt 45, not malt liquor on the label, has been spotted in St. Louis. I'm stocking up on Billy D. Well, Billy D is, the man or woman, whatever he chooses to be. How about coffee beers? Hey, we've done coffee beers on here as far back as I can remember. Just go back and look at the tape.
My God, at least as far back as 2016.
Yeah, at least, right? Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, here's the chairman. Andrew has 20 different keys on a ring to his belt just to think he is important.
Oh, snap.
He's a janitor, says 40 Troy.
No, half my keys are for all the gun or for all my gun locks, my gun safes.
Tom has a 2020 daily planner that doubles as a diary / poetry freestyle / mushroom hunting identification tips and technique
Excellent.
workbook.
That sounds excellent. I agree. I agree. Excellent.
I want my daily planner to have all that stuff.
Diary, poetry, adventures. I'm with it.
Did you see that pour by Teen Wolf with that whiskey? What smug a-hole.
Yeah. I'm not. What do you want me to do here? What do you want me to do? Drink myself on the table to make you happy? Okay. Yeah, asshole.
And then he had to correct his penmanship there.
He drinks shit. He drinks $2 beers, and I'm pouring a $2 shot. Okay.
I think my screen is delayed. Well, it probably is.
Not our problem.
Probably exactly.
No, that's the malt liquor you've been drinking.
Vegas says tequila is the best. Yeah, well, it's not. Pencil Mark needs glasses. Can't read the comments. Well, that's why we put them on screen so everybody can see them nice and big.
Patron is awful.
I have to agree with Vega there.
But Patron.
Oh, Patron. Oh, I thought Patreon.
And Patreon.
And Patreon. Yeah.
We'll send your money through Patreon. That's good.
Patron's not
half the bottle on Sweet Baby Ray's.
Yeah, half the bottle.
You drank half the bottle? Okay.
If the chairman is still there, talk about bougie, putting a little sauce on each. But I tell you what, man, there's a 24-hour McDonald's down the street from me, and freaking McNuggets sound pretty good right now. I'm telling you. You can get like 20 McNuggets for $5. Does that not sound? I mean, that's
hell yeah.
I'm down for that. I mean, come on, you know.
With one of their chocolate milkshakes is off the chain. Oh, shit. Out of control.
Out of control, huh? Out of control. I don't know. Okay, I don't know what it is about McDonald's, like their shakes or their coffee drinks, like the big coffee, the cold coffee drinks. But man, they will make me in a heartbeat. You know what I'm saying? Do you ever notice that? Like you have one of those, iced coffees at McDonald's, and huh?
Oh yeah,
iced coffee.
They put so much cream and they put so much stuff in it. It's like eating Taco Bell. Like 20 minutes later, it's like I have my extra bowel movement for the day.
Now I know Bum knows something about this. What do you say, Bum? What's your thoughts on iced coffee drinks? And
I don't drink iced coffee drinks, but I know a lot about them.
He's got experience here, Joe.
Yeah, that I'm an expert on, but not as far as related to iced coffee drinks.
I know up here if people are they're drunk out of their minds as soon as they stumble out of the bars, they'll either go to White Castle or Taco Bell, and the following day they're doing.
Yeah.
That's the way that works, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. Like
You wake up in the morning and you question yourself, "What did I eat last night?" And you're like, "Oh yeah, I remember now because the way I'm shitting." Right?
half the bottle on Sweet Baby Ray's. Vega says Mark is older than me, and I'm old as F. And
Mark looks
point to that.
good,
What's the
though.
point to that? Bruce 40 is the smuggest a-hole on YouTube. Yeah, he is. Bruce 40. Yeah, he is. I'll agree with that. Chairman, not commissioner. Andy, you big dumb animal.
Shut up, Commissioner. Go back to your corner.
And, oh, here's Lou, man. I've not seen Lou on here before at all. I tried Rogue Double Chocolate Stout because of Joe D. I loved it. Oh, yeah, that's a fantastic one, man. That is really good. And as a matter of fact, there's one more descriptive in there, too, isn't it? Isn't it like the Rogue hazelnut? Isn't it the hazelnut double chocolate?
No, I think hazelnut. That's a brown ale.
Oh, the brown ale. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
that's all you need. Double chocolate is that's really good.
Right. You're right.
Now, if you like double chocolate stout, try Young's double chocolate stout.
Yes. Oh yeah.
You can with the widget.
Young's or Samuel Smith's.
Yeah, Samuel Smith's or Young's. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a standard Samuel Smith's stout, and then there's the
organic.
Yeah, baby, the organic. Right. All of it.
All right, I think I'm good. I gotta go to bed and get up and run with my pencil legs tomorrow morning.
Yeah. We're out of here, man. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, good show, man.
Yeah. Over almost 4 hours show today.
Wow.
Good God.
4.
Hey, never again, Joe. Never again, Joe.
Never again will we do a 3 hour and 46 minute and 29, 30, 31 second show ever again.
Hey, Joe, what was it, like 2-3 years ago? We did like the 8-hour show and then the 12-hour show.
It was around New Year's or something like that. You did like a crazy show.
Yep. It's like all of us pop back in for every single time zone.
We could not get out of this like lock of like something north of 5 hour shows. We could not get out. I don't know what happened there. The thought of doing that was nuts. I don't know, but yeah. This is a long one for us tonight. Absolutely. We haven't done one over 2 hours in quite some time.
Never again. Never again.
But never again will we do another 3 hour and 47 minute and 22 second show.
Yeah, it'll be a 6 hour show next time.
Yeah, please don't say that. Please. We will be in show hell over here for Christ's sake. Okay, we'll see you guys. Peace out, man.
Later.
All right, guys. See you next week.
Have a good week.